Hi. Hi, hello. Hi. Hi. Let's get your screenshot up now.
Danganronpa finale.
Yup.
Chapter 6. Finding out Junko's the mastermind. Let's go.
It's gonna be so good when you actually do see who the mastermind is.
I've been totally off base before, so at the very least I can make it funny.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, it's been plenty funny.
It's
been plenty funny already.
I've committed to the bit up to this point. I can't back out now. It's not ironic anymore. Junko is the mastermind. I'm locking it in. That's my pick.
So, yeah, time to, Okay, I forget the specifics of this trial, actually.
The new information was the DVD with all the stories. Talking to the headmaster specifically.
Are we solving a murder this time?
I think it's still finding out, I'd imagine it's like finding out who murdered Mukuro, which is to say the mastermind, which is to say we're also finding out who the mastermind is.
Okay. Yeah, because each chapter 6 is slightly different than most trials.
Can I ask why is this just a truth bullet? What?
You can ask.
Sorry, I guess that was a question. Why is this a truth bullet? We knew this for the whole game.
You will find that out later.
So Toko saw something. Yeah, and then there's all this stuff, which, important part, there were 9 lights, 16 students, 6 survivors. Those numbers do not add up. The numbers don't lie. Yeah, and Makoto not in the group photo. I think that's enough looking over the clues.
Yep.
I'm just along for the ride. Let's go.
Yeah, time to end this.
Oh, Monokuma's sitting in the 16th seat this time.
Yup. Because the 16th student is the mastermind, right?
Yeah. Which would definitely be interesting to think back to earlier events in the game, because that would, if it is one of the 15 other participants, then that would imply that Mukuro was controlling Monokuma in the very beginning.
That someone chose to take over the killing game.
Perhaps, or it could have been that they were collaborating at first, and then
they hijacked
that stopped being the case. Yeah.
Yeah. Really, at this point, it could be anything, couldn't it?
I'll be curious to...
Yeah?
Well, they talk about the punishment here, but if this is endgame, who knows? Is it just a punishment for the blackened, or is it, where do we go from here? I'll be curious to see what happens post-trial.
Post-trial is good.
Okay, so if the mastermind loses, they will be the one executed. So I'm going to be very interested to see what Junko's execution is.
You keep bringing this up, which will make the reveal of the mastermind even funnier, that you're so in on this. You have just committed fully to Junko as the mastermind.
Yeah. Is the mastermind only one person? This must be the is this the plural thing you're talking about?
The game does not consider the mastermind plural, I'll say that much.
I see. You're all the mastermind? You're all out to get me?
Typical
is this just
Masahiro answer.
Are we gonna have to prove that we're not the mastermind? Oh my god! Do we have to prove that we're not all the masterminds?
What if the killer is everyone's mind? Yeah. The game doesn't consider the mastermind plural, but we do. Yeah. System in my chat is agreeing that the mastermind is plural.
Okay, Yasuhiro looks less like an idiot now because everybody else is also, like, no, you're all the masterminds. Oh god, that text is spinning.
Yup.
All
I mean,
three of them think that everyone around me.
This is the end of the game, so it needs to go all out.
Mm-hmm. It's the group photo.
That was a Persona 4 reference. Umbrella. I have not played Persona 4, let alone engaged with its fan works, so I'm not really aware of what it's like. Yeah, first it was proving Kyoko isn't a ghost, and now this. There was also the fucking Illuminati thing.
Yeah. So I was right on the possibility that the group photo is just everyone got their own individual photo.
Yeah.
I can't believe they all bought into it. Man, a photo without Aoi in it here would just be missing so much power.
Hey, Shakanon. Hello. What if Kyoko has been a ghost this whole time?
What if Kyoko's been a ghost the whole time? Wait, what? Oh, hers is oh, they all have different photos. It's not just a class picture.
Yeah.
This is kind of fun.
Yeah. I love, like, Celeste being just like a fucking cryptid in the back.
Oh my god! She's way back there.
Yeah, just like... that is some, like, cryptid creepypasta ass shit. Like... That's the picture that gets posted to something awful. With, like, her photoshopped in.
I also like Sakura in the background with, like, the glowing eye, like, clearly has run, like, a whole lap around and is gonna, like, catch up to everybody.
Also, Mukuro just, like, sitting on the side by the tree.
Yeah.
Standing. Yeah, Chihiro
also,
is
Chihiro
cute.
being cute. Talking to Junko.
Wait, what?
Also, notice that Junko's back was to the camera, and in the other picture, her face was blocked out. That's not suspicious. Sakura's gonna run over Naegi in that photo. This is also really good!
Yeah. Just, like, Mondo's hair bending as he's sleeping at his desk.
And Junko's back is turned again.
Aoi just having a full box of donuts there.
Well, yeah, Sayaka, it looks like, I think those are also another box of donuts?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, these are very good.
Yeah.
No, there should be one more picture. Show me the third picture, please. Oh, something I never really thought to point out before, but I do kind of like how, like, Aoi's little hair thing in the back will, like, change. Like, usually it's just, like, not angular, it's just very round, but, like, here it's, like, a sharp, like, pointy thing, and there's also times where it, like, kind of becomes like a 7.
Headcanon is that Aoi and Sayaka would buy donuts together after school. Aoi would always steal some from Sayaka. That's good.
Yes.
So are we already going to start talking about shipping this week? Or this stream? Wow. Anyway, Aoi Sayaka is a good ship. I have been thinking a lot about, like, what ships is Mathwiz going to be, like, drawn to in the second game? What's going to become the meme there?
Oh god.
I mean, like, the thing is, the most cursed answer is also the one that's most likely, just because it's, like, one of the most common ships in the fandom. But who knows? Maybe... Yeah, what will be the new Naigami? I mean, arguably Komahina is the Naigami for the second game.
Alright, Togami, what's your photo? Uh-oh.
You went past that one.
See...
Yeah, you went past that one really fast, and that one has a lot of good stuff.
I didn't get to see if Junko's back was turned, but it probably was.
No, she was facing forward that time. Komahina doesn't feel as cursed as Naigami. Yeah, like, Komahina, like, is a better ship than Naigami, but it fulfills the same, like, protagonist ex-asshole thing that, Naigami has going on.
There might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. Oh, there's something else that bothers you? Is it the fact that Junko's back is turned?
Some people are just unlucky.
Is it the fact that Celeste is photoshopped in every time?
Some people just don't like having their picture taken.
Something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare them one more time. Oh no, her back isn't turned, but you can't see her face. Also, what is Sakura doing with the fish? Where did the fish come from? They're in a pool.
That feels like a reference.
It probably is.
Yeah, shout out to Aoi playing lifeguard, and also Mukoto just being like, I don't want to be here, I'll just be on my phone.
Yeah, there's a lot of, and again, Celeste in the background, just kind of there.
Kind of vibing. And then Sayaka is posing like a model. Like,
yeah, of course you would.
Yeah.
Toko in the back, just like existential crisis.
Just like, I don't want to be here. Hey, Exonator.
There's something strange about all of them. Junko. Junko's what's strange.
I think it's the fact that the person who got given the picture was never the one in the picture.
I thought we already pointed that out, though.
Oh, did that already get pointed out?
Yeah, because that was one of the multiple choice answers I had.
Ah.
They went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms. Yeah, that must be the point.
Mm-hmm. They're real except for the fact that Celeste was photoshopped in.
Don't remember ever taking a picture like that.
Matching uniforms for all but Celeste. Yeah, Celeste has her fashion and she needs to stick with it.
Enough to be absolutely positive they're fake? Memory wipe. Some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. Oh. Hangman's Gambit already. Amnesia. Remembering how much like trouble I had on the very first chapter, where I'm like, what do I need to spell? And every other time it's just been like, oh this, oh this.
Yeah. I mean, you get better at this game as you go.
We all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot. Makes sense.
And also forgot that they all knew each other beforehand.
Yeah. An occult type story, you say?
Celeste is actually broke and only owns one filthy outfit. I feel like she would clean it. Like, by hand.
Especially if she was, like, that committed to, like, you know, carrying herself a certain way. She wouldn't let her outfit get dirty or, like, stay dirty.
Yeah, it's like a speck of dirt gets on it and she is off to clean it.
Yeah. Another way to prove it besides those pictures. Oh boy, that's a lot of bullets.
It's canon that she at least used to be poor. Yeah, and this is getting into minor spoilers about her FTEs, but like, I think the implication is either supposed to be that, like, a lot of what she's doing is a front, that she's sort of, like, deceiving, and, like presenting as rich when she really isn't. I think, like, the easier, way to read it is that, like, she got wealthy from gambling, because that's her talent. And that's how she got her. Like, that's how her talent got noticed.
True. More evidence than those pictures. Oh, the interview DVD.
Yeah. If she didn't, she would be the ultimate gambler.
Wait, was the... Okay, no, so it was that one. Right, because she says ever since she got to the school, which is incorrect. Good luck, Mathwiz. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be a lot. All of us. Was Junko interviewed?
Yeah, it's just that, like, we didn't see everyone because seeing everyone would have been a necessary waste of time.
That's true. But there was also a part where, like, the Monokuma came in and cut the tape off.
But
so it's unclear what we were missing.
You're missing context.
Yeah.
I mean, if you lost your memory, you wouldn't remember that you lost your memory.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it is in such a way that that like there are conspicuous gaps. Why play Danganronpa if not to get depressed?
Oh boy.
I'm looking forward to playing the second game again.
Oh boy. Living, breathing amnesia. I don't know about that, Yasuhiro. I don't think amnesia is sentient.
You never know.
Recordings of us being interviewed. What were the interviews
to get into
about?
mindless ship and headcanon discourses. Headcanon discourse is awful. Ship discourse is kind of fun. Mostly because the natural and like inevitable like endpoint for all headcanon discourse is Chihiro trans. And frankly, no, I don't want to talk about that. Like, no, we are not discussing that.
Headcanons sound like fun to talk about, but not fun to discourse about.
Yeah, that's the thing. Whereas ship discourse, like, you can get away with ship discourse without it being terrible, because there aren't many Danganronpa ships which are as, like, contested as, like, Chihiro's gender or something like that. So you kind of get, like, yeah, maybe someone doesn't ship Hyoko and Mahiru. Maybe someone doesn't ship Shuichi and Oma.
Maybe someone doesn't ship Naigami.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. God, it's gonna be like a week after we finish this game, and you're just gonna randomly start posting about that on Twitter, aren't you?
Bold of you to assume I will last a week.
Yeah, a lot of people consider Chihiro gender a headcanon discourse. Yeah, I mean, it's whether people headcanon her as a cis boy or not. I said I'm not getting into this. We are not getting into this.
Shark, are you telling me that I should go and post an Naigami tweet right this moment, right this instant, middle of the stream?
Just interrupt the stream to go post it. God.
The live stream just turns into a tweet workshop session. Well, then all we have to do is find it. If we lost our memory, we just need to find it. Where's the lost and found?
Yeah. You know, it's actually ambiguous whether or not they ever get their memories back. Or if they just, like, move on. Stream is temporary. Naigami discourse is forever.
That's something Yasuhiro would say. Well, I believe I've also said at some point that I basically at this point just share a brain cell with Yasuhiro. I mean, I like predicted his crop circle thing. I'm in too deep. I've only played the first game and I'm in too deep. We can only go further.
It's gonna be fun getting to the next couple of games. I wonder if the Dragon Ball fanfiction community has discourse over the ethics of shipping characters with too big of power level gaps.
Oh god.
That's terrifying.
Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter. But it's figuring out what memories you took.
You can't ship Goku and Krillin, the power dynamic is too much. I really hope we didn't just will this into existence.
Oh no.
I really hope we didn't just will this into existence.
This is the true power scaling discourse. Where is this on like the lawful chaotic spectrum?
This is very chaotic. Anyway, Danganronpa. You know, I noticed that I never pronounce Danganronpa with the last N. I always say Danganronpa. Not, like... That's just a mistake I keep making.
Danganronpa. Slightly different voice. Danganronpa. The very first motive. Oh shit. Oh right, yeah. Right, because the first motive was you know, somebody or something important being taken away. Right, this is about Mukuro.
Yeah, but there's a lot going on here. So, you,
I see in my chat, so Mathwiz unironically ships Naigami, and so Mathwiz kins Yasuhiro. One of those definitely isn't true. I don't know about the I don't know about the other one.
And think, we're only one game in.
I most definitely do not kin Yasuhiro. He might be a dumbass, but that doesn't mean I kin him. The same one who's behind everything? How much I'm sure. Is the mastermind really here in the school?
Hey, just noticed you're still following Akira Toriyama. Just letting you know he's a creep who literally had Goku marry Chi-Chi despite her total lack of power.
Oh god, no. Oh no.
If we keep going at this, we will make this a real thing. We need to stop. If nothing else, I don't want to be the reason why this exists.
What does make me so sure?
Also, Toriyama is a tall lady fetishist by pairing Krillin with Android 18. I mean, okay, can we blame him for that?
We need to go back. I mean, if you think about it, great. No, it's happening. I'm contributing to the conversation now. Because I was like, if you think about it, Toriyama does always have a character dynamic with, like, his... like, with the villains, there's always, like, a tall person, small person dynamic. Like Vegeta, Nappa, who else? There were more examples, and that is the only one I've thought of. I think, like, the two people in, like, the Red Ribbon Army kind of had that as well. Like, there was a short guy and a tall guy. I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna quit while I'm falling behind. I'm not digging myself into this hole further.
Yeah. Boy, this stream is starting off with something. I don't know what, but it is something.
there can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
なんで？
思い出してみろ。苗木が聞いたというモノクマの言葉だ。
Yep, Monokuma did say.
I think
Killing game began
okay.
with 16 participants.
Moving away from like this fake discourse, I do think like the original two androids. There is something notable about them, or like about that dynamic. That, like, I don't know. It feels like a throwback to like black and white era, like pre-talkie comedy movie stuff.
Huh, that's interesting.
It's kind of like if they hadn't died off immediately, maybe they would have had like that kind of dynamic. Original 3, actually. No, I mean like the ones who originally showed up. Unless I am misremembering.
Oh man, Naegi the red herring for actually being the mastermind.
Uh-huh. I mean, what a twist that would be.
The player was the mastermind all along. Sounds like some meta shit.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, but I know how we disproved this because Monokuma's being controlled right now.
Yep.
慌てる必要はないわ。黒幕の正体なんてすぐに明らかになるはずよ。戦場ムクロ殺しの謎を解き明かせば。
17 and 18 are alive unless I'm talking about something else. I mean the first, like, I'm just gonna go look this up.
Just kill them all, it's only fair, then you know the killer would never get away that way. That seems a little extreme. How much time have we already spent talking about the murder? I mean, it would help if these trials weren't 4 hours long. Because, Yasuhiro, you're an idiot, so you drag things down a bit. The game definitely has like a kind of roundabout way of dishing out information in the trials, but I feel like, I don't know, part of that's just kind of the aesthetic, and I don't know, I kind of vibe with it.
Mm-hmm.
でも致命傷って後頭部の傷じゃなかったっけ？いいえ、あれは本当の致命傷じゃないわ。本当の致命傷は他に。
Oh, the Danganronpa 1 trials are quite short. That is, that's not something I wanted to hear.
そうよね。ナイキ君。
Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been the other wounds. So much for that chicken in the chest cavity thing you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You can't stuff a chicken in Junko's chest cavity if Junko's not dead.
Anyway, I was talking about 19 and 20, androids 19 and 20. Those are the ones with like the tall short dynamic.
That checks out.
That like is reminiscent of like older comedy.
But consider, 17 and 18 are hot, and their designs are better.
Oh, I agree their designs are better, but but like I find that kind of like reference to outdated, not really outdated, but just like a kind of like style that has fallen out of favor in media and really only gets used as a throwback. So when you see those throwbacks, it's fun.
No, yeah, I definitely get where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be very excited to reread Dragon Ball, and just like Android 17 ends up being a character that I just like fixate on. It's like, you're my aesthetic character now.
Mm-hmm. I dream of a version of Danganronpa that didn't have to walk you through every single element of a trial repeatedly. Yeah, I mean, some of these trials get really obtuse later, so it's like you need to be walked through every point, and even then you might not get it. But in the first game, it gets a little annoying, and even later, it's like there will be elements that you get even if you don't get like have a grasp on the bigger trial.
Toka's being a gay homophobe again.
Yep.
Miyuki Sawashiro is having a time with this role.
Yup. Like, this has to be, like, a fun role to play. Just because, like, there is so much that goes into the voice acting besides just the words.
Mm-hmm. And even just, like, especially the range of emotion for playing two separate characters.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, she had all those wins in battle. Wait. You made me go all cutesy? What? Those wounds didn't come from the battlefield. One look at what was written about her and that should become clear. Group photo. Well, then I guess it would have to be her profile.
Nice shot.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I'm not gonna bother moving these out of the way. I'm just gonna see if I can make this.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And sometimes it works. Can I also mention that a detail I noticed in the anime was that Mukuro has freckles, but her like design here, I don't know if it's just like too low res.
It's too low res.
It not to be prevalent.
You see it in like she gets like she doesn't get nearly enough promo art, but she gets some, and you can see it there. It's also kind of.
But
like...
yeah, it's a very. Oh, I was just gonna say it's a very important element of the design, and she's now my aesthetic character for Danganronpa.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Like she's very good. Thanks, now you just reminded me of how hot Android 17 is. Glad I could help. Glad I could contribute the content. Stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead. Unless anyone has any suggestions, we can say it with confidence. Alright. So yeah, what led to that point then? Oh, that could have been the mastermind directly. Can't think of anyone else. The mastermind.
あの覆面の正体は黒幕だったぜ。
A bold move to throw yourself into the game like that.
同じ覆面をかぶってたせいで、あの時の覆面も戦場ムクロだったんだと思い込んでたけど、でもそうじゃなかったんだ。あの覆面の正体は戦場ムクロじゃなくて黒幕だったんだよ。
I mean, in fairness, at the time, he thought that Mukuro was the mastermind.
Yeah.
So, like, he was right in a way.
そろそろ僕も参加させてもらおうかな。じゃあ早速質問するけどさ、ナイネ君を襲ったのが僕だなんて、そんなのただの面をかぶってて顔もわからないのに、中身が誰かなんてわかるわけないもんね。あの覆面の正体は戦場ムクロだよ。むしろ僕はそう思うよ。
So Monokuma is contributing to the trial now, taking a more active role. A very obvious Fenrir tattoo.
One bullet. Hey, Koi Koi. Koi Koi is fun to say. Koi Koi.
いいよ、顔がわからなくても他の特徴と比べてみれば答えは見えるはずよ。
Metokisi?
他の特徴は
Metokisi.
どこにあんの？
Hi.
右手にあるの？左手にあるの？右足にあるの？左足にあるの？それともリップかしら？
So am I supposed to... I'm not sure if I'm supposed to shoot it or if I need to highlight something.
It's highlight something. Yeah.
I think it would be the right hand. And then I guess I'd fire that at Mukuro. Ah! Okay, cool. I somehow got
that. Yeah, that was lucky.
Just because the ultimate lucky student. Still doesn't prove it with me.
Why is the fucking Discord preview, or not preview, but like video is laggy today for some reason? Everything else seems to be going fine, but that's happened before. It's like not a major concern.
Discord being Discord.
Yeah.
Could have been Kirigiri.
Yeah, all's good except the video
I
game.
mean, it definitely wasn't.
じゃあ見せてあげるわよ
We've been having issues with Discord recently,
もちろん
even
その
since
覆面の正体が
like
私じゃないわ
my personal issues were solved.
Oh, flashback. Oh no, this is just a cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, we're seeing what's under Kyoko's gloves.
Yup.
その手
Ooh, that looks rough. More than just a little burnt
ひどい
skin.
やけど
Mm-hmm.
でしょ私がまだ未熟だった頃の探偵として活動を始めたばかりの頃の傷よ
First learning to be a detective.
人には見せたくない傷じゃ。
黒幕の正体を暴くためならこれくらいは大したことじゃないわ
I mean, yeah, you know, revealing that is kind of one of those, like, if it's the only thing that'll, you know, the quickest, most surefire way to prove her innocence, then it's like you
Yeah.
kind of have to.
And also, her being a detective, like, do what needs to be done to fill out the
こん
or
な
to
傷なん
finish
て
the
なかったで
case.
しょ
Yeah.
確かに。やけどの跡は見なかったよ。
だったらこれではっきりしたわね
Much has been made
大
clear.
義君を襲った覆面の正体は間違いなく黒幕だった
But what if Nike attacked himself? You haven't considered that possibility.
You have considered the possibility that Naegi is the mastermind.
秘密をばらけ
Yeah, that's true.
ギリギリさんのグロい傷まで見させられるなんてごめん気が滑っちゃもしかして傷ついた別に何とでも言えばいい僕を追い詰めるためなら構わないっていやいやまだ追い詰められたとはいかないよ犯行についてはまだ全然判明してないんだしさ今のところ分かってるのって殺されたのがかなり前ってことだけだね
How must it be for Hina and Hiro to just be like standing next to Monokuma during the class trial?
I'm sure it doesn't feel great.
俺たちが閉じ込められる前にすでに殺されていた
Maybe the mastermind is the ghost of Sayaka, who actually planned on getting killed so that she could work in the background as an ethereal spirit more freely.
Ooh. Now you're thinking like a Danganronpa writer.
That reminds me of this fan art I saw like a couple weeks ago. That was Sayaka's gay ghost was haunting Kyoko.
では
Hmm.
ムクロは俺たちの知らぬ間に
That was good content.
殺されていたのか
Mhm.
しかも殺されてから俺らに見つけられるまで結構な時間が空いてんだろその間死体はどこに置いてあったんだずっと植物繊維にあったんだ
あんなところにずっと置いといたら腐ってるわよそれこそあんたみたいにね
Toko, I'm curious to find out what you saw.
じゃあ
Mm-hmm.
どこかに保存でもしてたんだ
Hey, Wigzader. Welcome to the Mathwiz chat, I
しかも
guess.
保存しておける場所なんて
There's only one place. Can't think of anywhere else. It was stored in the pool, obviously. Or the kitchen, because, you know, dead bodies are really good if you're, cannibalism.
The kitchen has a freezer.
I mean,
戦場ムクロの死体
it's
は
I can't imagine it's that big of a freezer. Unless maybe they have like a walk-in freezer. I don't know.
生物室って5階の
The mastermind is Chihiro, who actually programmed the school's whole systems.
No evidence if we ate it
保存
all.
だって問題なかったはずだよ
No evidence
Yeah.
if we ate it all.
Well, Monokuma does have enough food to keep supplying them for the rest of their
生物
lives.
室から植物庭園まで運ばれてきたということか
あの死体が運ばれてるのは間違いないよ そう思う根拠だってあるんだ。
The proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden? Something that made its way there. Oh, the tarp!
あの死体が生物室から植物庭園まで運ばれたと考えられる根拠は植物庭園にあったあのビニールシートなんだ。あれをもう一度調べ直してるときに
Yeah, I see a comment about that my stream is lagging.
Yeah, is that the same
I don't
for
know
me?
how I would even...
I mean,
I don't know how I'd even see on my end if it's lagging.
I feel like Streamlabs would be yelling at you, because that's what it did when I was having issues. Yeah, always the
ビニール
tarp.
シートの端に押された小さなスタンプだよ。
Like, I mentioned this before, but this game's tarp budget is just
生
massive.
物室って書いてあるよ。
こんなちっこいのよく気づいたな。
苗木のせせこましい性格が吉と出たようだな。
Nagi's nitpicky nature? Is he nitpicky?
つまりあのビニールシート
I
元は生物
I
室
don't
に
think
あった
that's the
も
right
の
word to be using there. Or maybe it's just that, like, in the time since 2014, nitpicking has picked up, like, a
生物
slightly
室に
different
は同じような
definition.
ビニールシートが山積みになってたし
Maybe. Maybe it's more just like attentive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
from
noticing.
Togami's perspective, yeah, that's fair.
きっと犯人は生物室の死体を植物庭園に運ぶ際、あのビニールシートにくるんだ状態で運んだの。そしてそのままスプリンクラーをやり過ごし、その後で例の白衣を着せたのね。見事に辻褄が合うじゃない。
Well, she is a detective.
そんなのってさ、ただの推測じゃん。
He is the player character of an investigation game. Yeah, that's a good way to get
どこにあるの
very
さ。
meticulous about details.
証拠はないわ。私は自分の推測を話しただけだもの。それなのに、あなたは随分ムキになってるのね。
Oh.
は
分かってるわ。話が生物室にを呼んで、内心穏やかじゃないんでしょ。だあの生物室にこそ、あなたの正体を暴く鍵が隠されているんだもんね。
Oh. Here we
僕
go.
の正体を暴く鍵
Here we go.
ある矛盾点があったわ。とても見過ごすことのできない。
Contain an inconsistency. One that someone who calls themselves Mathwiz would be sure to pick up on. The numbers. It's the numbers.
Yeah, Kyoko's the one who actually does all the work. She just heavily suggests what Makoto should say all the time. Yeah, Kyoko is very leading. Without Kyoko around, Makoto would have gotten nowhere.
なんだよ例の件って。
うぷぷ、そりゃもちろん。何くんのご家族の件だよ。
You're just trying to distract everybody, Monokuma.
うぷぷ、忘れたわけじゃないよね。
I find it so funny that Komaru, like, when we actually see her, looks nothing like this.
あれ、何だったのかね。結局、ご家族は無事なんですかね。
なんで今さらそんなことを。
お父さん、お母さん、妹さん、来池のご家族に何があったのでしょうか。果たして彼らは無事なのでしょうか。
いい加減にしろよ。
I don't think they knew what they were going to do with her. Who is that about?
あなたを惑わそうとして。
Oh yeah, with Komaru, right? Yeah. Yeah, like I imagine they just like redesigned her from scratch because a one-off design can't really, or like won't always be able to hold up a full game. Why does Makoto's dad look like the headmaster? Because both are characters who show up very little. and thus the art designer, or the character designer, put very little effort into making them look distinct. Stick an Ahage on her.
Oh, shoot. Ah, do I have multiple bullets?
Yup,
Lights.
you have multiple bullets.
Ugh.
For the record, you can make a different choice. Like, you can shoot multiple bullets afterwards.
Well, yeah, I didn't have enough time to switch over to it. Because I tried to, but it wasn't, like, moving fast enough that it would let me click. It's the lights. The lights.
You're good at picking up details in this game, you know? Like... stuff that just, like, doesn't seem to be important, then is important.
I mean, it helps that I like, usually try to stop and look everything over. I don't know. Maybe it's also just I'm, like, predisposed to being better at noticing the details. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe if I was just playing it casually, I might gloss over things more. I don't know.
Yeah, streaming puts you in a different position.
There were only 9. 9 plus 6 does not equal 16.
It equals 15.
I'm trying to think.
Because there are only 15
What was
students.
the specific... I forget, what was the specific meme where it was like adding two different numbers, and it's like this plus this doesn't equal this, and I don't remember what the rest of the meme was.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The number of lights should be 10. But clearly someone who died isn't actually dead. Yep, recall everyone who's died. Sayaka. The mastermind. Leon. Sad. My boy. These guys. Queen. Also Queen.
Your descriptions here are amusing.
Also Queen.
Why is it that nobody looked in the freezers to see whose body was missing? That's a very good point.
You know, that is true. Maybe they just couldn't open them? I mean, but the game never, like...
Yeah, the game never gave you an
don't
opportunity, and it never brought it up.
Yeah. Because, like, the one that was there was left open. No. Nice try,
Didn't
Tina.
Coco open one? Coco did open one.
Oh, well then maybe Kyoko looked at everything.
Yeah, in which case Kyoko
Because-
would already know.
Which would be in line with literally every other trial, pretty much, except for chapter 5, which was deliberately, you know, at her expense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's not that one of them disappeared. It's that one of them is still alive.
どうして死体の数が合わないのよ。モノクマの処刑を含めて殺人は10回起きたけど、でもそれらの犠牲者は9人しかいなかった。つまりそういうことよ。全然わかんないよ。なんで殺人が起きた回数より犠牲者の数が少ないの？
You think Mondo's description should be my boy's boy, but it's fine? Well, I mean, that would imply that Kiyotaka is my boy. And, Kiyotaka might be my boy's boy, but not the other way around.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, you think Taka's description should be my boy's boy? Yeah, that is
That makes more
actually
sense.
accurate.
That,
The explanation for more murders than victims? What would it take for that to make sense? Yeah, only 9 murders took place.
no, there were 10 murders.
But Junko's not dead. So then there were
She died in the first chapter.
less
she died
bodies
in front
than
of everyone.
murder. The mastermind destroyed a body, I guess? Because the same person was killed twice doesn't work.
Mhm.
Or wait. Actually, yeah, I guess it would have to be that one. Because the mastermind destroyed a body was what we just refuted.
Yeah.
Okay.
同じ人物
I appreciate when you're so certain about wrong answers.
2回殺されたって？
Well, if my Junko theory was correct, then only 9 murders took place might have been accurate.
今までに起きた10回の殺人そのうち1回だけは
That or Junko had 2 bodies.
すでに殺されている人物は
Mm-hmm.
もう一度殺したものだったのかもしれない
Reverse plurality.
殺されている人物をもう一度殺して。
それなら殺人が10回起きたとしても犠牲者は9人しかいないってことになるはずだよね
10 killings, but only 9 victims.
それはそうかもしれないけど、でもこんなことって。
So are they saying that Mukuro was killed twice? Oh, and all the wounds would be the stab wounds from Gungnir, the spear thingy. Shit. Junko was never real.
もう分かっているようだな
We never saw Junko
そ
to
の
begin
2回
with.
殺された人物が誰なのかも。
もちろん戦場
Shit.
つまり彼女は戦場ムクロとして
Holy
殺される
shit.
すでに別の誰かとして殺されていたのに。
Good reactions.
だからこそその死体は植物庭園で見つけられる前から生物
And that would
室に
explain
保存さ
why
れてい
she
る
was so shocked that she died in the first scene. Because if she wasn't expecting to die. Or, you know, that might not be the reason, but
いやいや、それはないでしょう。草場ムクロは別の誰かとして殺されてるなんて。っていうか。
Yeah, that's the reaction I was waiting for.
それが誰だったのかは彼女の致命傷に注目すれば見えてくる。
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, the bodily injuries.
Junko's on all those magazines. Makoto
I'd
recognized
imagine.
her.
Mmm.
Like, he had done research beforehand, then came to school and was like, oh, this is Junko that I saw online that I was researching.
True.
Mm-hmm.
It's all coming together.
戦場ムクロが別の誰かとして殺されてるって？別の誰かって
Was it Sayaka? That would be interesting.
江ノ島純子さん？
Oh wait, oops, I was supposed to highlight that. Or maybe I was supposed to highlight it.
You're supposed to highlight it.
Celestia Lu, whatever. Yeah, okay. Let's go, let's go! Sayaka being the mastermind would have been interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, like, with any of the... I don't think any of the other characters would have worked. Because they all had, like, normal... You know, normal trial motivation stuff. Let's go! I can't believe the bit was real. Like, instantly when she was killed, I was suspicious that something seemed off. Like, as the cutscene was happening, as she was being impaled, I'm like, something's not right. I don't remember how specifically I said it, but I definitely called this. Even if it was a joke at first.
It was definitely a joke at first for you.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, my chat found it very funny.
Yeah, no, it didn't become like a serious suspicion I had, I think, until like chapter 5 or 6.
But you kept bringing it up. And
yeah.
my chat just was losing its mind constantly.
Did you know before starting the game? I did not.
I actually, like, when I first played through, I got spoiled between chapters 1 and 2, which sucked. Yeah, when I found out Mathwiz was joking about Junka being the mastermind, I just started laughing. Also, yeah, it's like... The spoiler here, like, you can, yeah, she's like the most popular character. So it's very easy to, like, get spoiled on it, because it's just kind of everywhere.
She was cosplayed left and right. I don't know how I would know that. I'm very good at, like, not coming across popular things.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, if you
like, this goes outside of, like, the anime sphere and stuff, too. Like, popular things in, like, you know, I'm just not aware of them. I mean, I do think there was a degree to which, like, before playing Danganronpa, like, I would see people talk about certain things. I don't know, something about it just seems like a lot of the people I would see talk about it end up getting, like, really into it, and I'm just like, I don't have any context for any of this.
And
so
now
I'm just
here
gonna
you are, having gone really into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Junko is non-binary and a furry. Okay. Glad that I'm able to piece these together.
And plural. Don't forget plural.
I'll be curious to see where she ranks on my favorite characters list.
Oh,
already there's quite a bit that I understand about her through the things that Monokuma says.
Yeah, no, like... Monokuma, like, is interesting that, like, it is the mastermind putting on an act. But it's still the mastermind's personality to a degree.
Remember horny characters? Oh, that's right. That cutscene was a thing that I didn't see. but for Junko to be the one initiating it, so she's also, at the very least, bi, if not just outright gay. And not, okay, it's all coming together. Did I say something cursed?
Yes. A little. Yes, a little, yeah. Just a little. We can get to that later.
I mean, just because I know that it's Junko doesn't mean that I still have the rest of the game to see. So she could be still a not good character.
The Mastermind is one of my favorite characters from the first game, especially for their place in things.
Oh, okay, so I'm ahead of the game right now.
Yeah, you are very
The
ahead.
characters are all saying the characters are all saying that it's Junko who is killed twice, and I was about to say Mondo, Mukuro who did that. That couldn't have been a body we found in the garden. Is that really possible? I guess it would be a fatal injury, right? Or do I have to highlight maybe?
No,
wasn't
it's
Mukuro.
it's not a highlight thing this time.
For that to be true, that couldn't have been her body when we found. That couldn't have been her body we found in the garden.
You're using the wrong bullet.
I think I need to highlight something.
No, you don't.
Maybe.
You were using the wrong bullet.
Mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
Okay, so you're supposed to fire profile at it wasn't Mukuro.
That makes sense.
Like, if we're just
Because-
gonna sit
yeah,
around for
because-
loops, I'm just gonna tell you.
Yeah, because saying it wasn't Mukuro is incorrect, so that's okay.
いや、植物庭園で見つけた死体は間違いなく戦場ムクロだったはずだよ。
Body we found in the garden.
だってあの死体の特徴は戦場ムクロのプロフィールとも一致してたんだ。そうだよね、キリギリさん。
Hey, wait a minute, I thought she was 5'7".
See, the game, like, in Japanese, it has, her height in centimeters, and it's at a point where it's like, you can translate it as either. Her official height is 5'7".
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
That this would be a mistranslation, but the translation is done by Nissa, who are terrible. Welcome back, Wixinator.
Oh.
でも戦はムクロじゃないとなるとじゃあ実は生き
Someone's made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. I mean, come on, game, catch up here. I figured this out a while ago.
You finished this out. Figured this out 5 chapters ago.
生きているのは彼女の方だ。
Alright, Junko, where are
そう
you?
としか考えられないよ。
Show yourself.
本当にそうなのか。確かに戦場ムクロが死んでいる以上、他に可能性があるのは江ノ島純子だけだろう。だが江ノ島純子は俺たちの目の前で槍に貫かれて死んだはず。江ノ島純子が生きているとなると、あの死は演技だったということになるが。
I can't wait until we get to the part that's just exposition for the rest of the chapter.
Like exposition with no, like, none of the game mechanics?
There are game mechanics interspersed.
Okay.
But it is the chapter 6 way of doing gameplay. That,
I see.
You are here for the ride as the mastermind tells you things. Yeah, it's mostly exposition. And what gameplay there is serves a narrative purpose.
It's not wrong if you check the wounds on Mukuro, which Kyoko has definitely done.
The way that chapter 6s always do that, like what they always do with gameplay and story, feels like they're trying to be a Yoko Taro game. Or like they're trying to be Nier Automata. Or it's just kind of like the connection between story and gameplay. I should probably play more video games so I don't just have to cite Yoko Taro every time I want to talk about that kind of thing. But also Yoko Taro is cool. I should actually finish Nier Automata one of these days. I could finish Nier Automata on stream one of these days. I should finish Nier Automata on stream one of these days.
諦めないのは結構だが、この問題にはどう片をつけるつもりだ。江ノ島は間違いなく死んでいた。そして戦場ムクロも間違いなく死んでいたとなると。
That definitely explains how Junko would have survived getting impaled.
Assume we can't see the screen right now. What was the line?
Oh, there wasn't a line. It's just the fact that, you know, she was impaled in the first chapter and somebody died. And the solution was it wasn't Junko. Because, like, when I had mentioned, like, oh, she really just dies like this, I'm pretty sure at some point you would have been like, how would she survive getting impaled or something like that?
Yeah, someone telling me in chat to play Nier Automata so they don't have to. I will take up the burden. But I love what I have seen of Nier Automata. I love what I liked playing it. I played it in like 2017 and never finished it. I got a couple areas in. Never even finished a playthrough or like a route. Oh no, that's a lie. I got several routes. I just the routes I finished are not the main ones. I died.
Eight-letter word. Oh, replace. Because I had like replace, and I was like, what would the last letter be?
Replaced.
Yeah. Give me an E, please.
I just can't handle the gameplay in Nier Automata. Just not super into its flow. That's fair. The like combat is why I bounced off it so much, but at the same time, like everything I know about it says it's a game that like Nier Automata is a game that can't be experienced in any other medium. Like you can't watch an anime adaptation of Nier Automata. So it's kind of like, I really like it, but with my issues with the gameplay, it's like I haven't gotten around to finishing it.
戦はムクロとさ
されたのもその戦場ムクロの死体ということになるはずだな。
その身体的特徴も戦場ムクロのプロフィールと一致するはずだよね。
I'll be curious to find out what Mukuro and Junko's connection to each other was.
It's
Sounds like it's mix at best.
It's well,
whatever it is, it sounds like it's a lot. I guess I'll find out.
Yeah, not too long now.
Yeah, they would have switched at the very beginning. As in, we never met the real Junko.
最初からって？
僕たちが最初に会った時からだよ。あの時すでに2人が入れ替わってたとすれば。
Oh, the freckles! I see it now. I can't believe it all comes back.
So remember like 40 minutes ago when you, apropos of nothing, decided to bring up the fact that Mukuro has freckles and you like that?
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
I won't be excited once I find out. Oh.
I don't know, I think Danganronpa 3, I think Danganronpa 3 is unkind to the connection between Mukuro and Junko.
Oh, and after that we just commented in the other chat how it's a plot point.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I've forgotten.
Like,
oh, does the game like bring it up?
Yeah, no, it's a plot point.
Oh shit.
It's a plot point that Naegi comments on.
Oh shit.
He's like, you have freckles, you don't have freckles, in the magazine and stuff.
Oh my god.
And Junko is just like, oh yeah, there's a lot of, you know, post-processing that goes into those photos.
Holy shit.
This twist goes deep. Yeah, the fake nails that never, that whole point got dropped.
And that's why the corpse had fake nails.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because if she was killed right there in the first chapter, she wouldn't have any time to like take any of that stuff off.
Yup.
Yeah, this definitely is making me sympathetic for Mukuro.
Uh-huh. I'm still holding back on saying a lot about this, for the record.
Understandable, because there's a lot that I imagine the game hasn't told me.
Uh-huh.
I'm still at the part where Junko hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah, the mastermind hasn't
Like, the
shown
more
up
I
yet.
get into it... the more I get into this, the further ahead of the game I seem to be getting.
I can't wait to see you guess what their connection is right away.
I have a feeling it's something that I said that was bad.
No. You haven't said
Okay, well
anything.
then I guess
That's why I said,
better.
like, I can't wait to see that happen.
そこまで手の込んだ計画が可能だったのはその二人が組んでいたからこそなの。
超高校級の絶望である戦場の黒。そんな彼女と組んでたってことは。
foreshadowing from the prologue.
江ノ島純子も超高校級の絶望の一人だと考えられるはずだよ。
Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
どうしたの？反論する気力もなくなった？
絶望。
ビビるって何？怯えや恐怖。それは希望があるからこそ抱く感情。
My limited understanding of Japanese is failing me right now, or else I would try to say something in Japanese. But, Zetsubo.
それならなぜ黙っている？
Zetsubo desu.
バカバカしいんだもん。僕の正体が江ノ島純子だなんて。うぷぷ。そんなわけないじゃん。
I
だったら。
Yeah?
お前はどうして本物の江ノ島純子の素性を隠そうとしたんだ。
I feel like I'm starting to understand how this could be interpreted as plural, and like the game not recognizing it.
No! You're not even close.
僕が江ノ島さんの
Okay.
素性を隠そうとした。
Trust me, it will be obvious.
Tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. First time was during our latest investigation when the body exploded.
No, latest investigation.
Oh, when he tried to hide the corpse in the bio lab.
No.
What else did...
Where did you not see Junko's face? Or...
Oh,
no,
the
wrong thing.
photo.
It's the interview DVD, actually. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. That would not have been one of my guesses.
Yeah.
僕が視聴覚室であれを見てた時。
The other place you didn't see Junko's face in. I mean, in fairness, there were a lot of characters' faces we didn't see here.
Yeah, so I forgot that
my-
it stopped playing before Junko. Oops.
あの時お前はわざと DVD
Wait, you forgot
I
what?
forgot, like, earlier I said, like, oh yeah, we did see Junko there, or, like, Junko was in the video, but, I forgot that.
本物の江ノ島純子の姿を僕に見られたくなかったからだろう。
そうか。みんなが映ってる DVD なら江ノ島っちだって映ってるはずだべ。
そこで苗木が本物の江ノ島ちゃんを見ちゃったら私たちが最初に会った江ノ島ちゃんが偽物だってバレちゃうからだね。
Nisemono.
そんなのただの偶然だよ。
It's not the only time. See, at least, like, the group photo I picked up on.
Yeah, yeah. That's more obvious.
Please give me things to shoot at, game. I don't want the tempo to pick up when I have nothing to shoot at.
Boy, Discord is having trouble with this.
I can understand why. It's okay, it's not important content.
Yeah.
Frantic mouse clicking can be heard in the background, but nothing else.
Uh-huh.
なんなのさ。そんなわけないじゃない。
Group photo Group photo.
これで証明するよ
Alright, so we've had 2 of those. I wonder if there will be any more.
Nope.
お前が隠そうと
You are almost to the end of regular gameplay.
Oh, you.
この集合写真もそうだった
Oh, we're not gonna get one more of those moments with Junko herself.
No, the mastermind does not get one of those.
I see.
さっきみんなに配られた写真を見比べてる時に気がついたんだこれらの集合写真に共通して見られるある不自然だって
何が不自然だってのさ
Kill the
Unusual
fucking weird bear already. We're trying. Unfortunately, the bear
Yeah.
has bombs inside it.
Ah,
これだ江ノ島純子の顔だよ彼女の顔だけはどの写真にも共通して写ってなかったんだ
Just punch him. Punching him is against the rules, and he has bombs in him.
yeah, that is, that's, yeah, not a good idea.
こんなのどう考えても不自然すぎる
Oh yeah. Okay, I was wrong. The mastermind does
この
get
写
one
真
of
には
those.
草場ムクロが写ってる
I was like, I have the like gameplay thing pulled up to, you know, help you get the answers right. But
Go out as a
I missed
martyr.
that. So, yeah,
There are
good
also
ここ
multiple
で顔を隠している
Monokuma
江ノ
dolls.
島純子は間違い
yeah,
なく本物だったはず
Like, we've already seen a Monokuma blow up and come back. So that would be not a very useful death in any means.
the point of becoming a martyr
Words.
is that your death has
ここ
meaning.
で江ノ島純子の顔が見えていたら僕たちにバレてしまう、
Mm-hmm.
この集合写真に写っている
Like-
江ノ島純子は僕たちの知っている江ノ島純子
There are more effective ways to go out as a martyr, like Celeste killing Taka and Hifumi.
Yeah,
Specifically Hifumi.
yeah.
ナナドゥ
Xanadu.
すべて内義君の言った通りのはず江ノ島純子
It's a symbolic punch as a rejection of those ideals that will inspire generations. But that doesn't help them.
変わった戦場ムクロを
What generations? They're locked away in a school.
本物の江ノ島純子は
The generation in the bad ending.
Does that go on to be a generation, or is it just 3 children?
今も生きてる
That's true. I don't know how generations work, okay?
その彼女
Generation Z.
殺し合いが
I
生
mean,
活に記
all these characters are millennials. This game came out in
超
2010.
高校級の絶望と呼ばれる黒幕の正体なんだ
Does this mean that the characters from the original game would be like dunking on the characters from V3 for being generation discourse? I'm not up with the
こ
times.
れで黒幕
That's funny to think about, but because V3 is like a reboot, or not reboot, just
いやいやいや、待ちなさい
I don't know if calling it a
反論なんか無駄だぞ
reboot or just like unrelated.
お前が
God, my model is freaking out today. But
Mhm.
but no, like we don't know how old the V3 cast is in relation to the cast of Hope's Peak arc, just because like we don't see that happen any kind of meeting there.
Oh, okay. We're here. We're at the closing inference.
Yup, we're at the halfway point.
Jeez. I think it would be that because it's Mukuro as Junko. Yeah.
Yeah, closing arguments suck. It's just like
Act 3.
yeah, they are the worst part of the trials. I can't even imagine if they're very good to like watch. Like, I am sorry for all of you viewers who have to put up with this.
Yeah, I mean, if you... honestly, this trial's already going to be super long. If you want to just like tell me what the answers are, I don't.
Unfortunately, it's a bit harder. Because
damn.
it's like I can't just like say like this is the one answer because it's like there's a lot of different pages. I could just like DM you all of the pages the wiki has.
True.
But go to the first page.
Okay.
You have that, right?
Oh, there's also only 7 pages this time.
Yeah.
Which
So,
I don't know if that will make it better or worse.
Second page, did that have anything?
No, second page did not.
Okay, third page. Body getting taken out of freezer.
Okay.
Yeah, if you didn't get the case, this is a good recap, but it's like, we've been ahead of things the entire time. Okay, so,
yeah.
You see that knife? That goes in the first slot.
Okay.
And then Kyoko bursting into the room. No, because there's still the one where, yeah. Kyoko bursting into the room. And then... Mastermind, like, fleeing.
This
Yeah, that one. That one. Mastermind putting the mask on the corpse. Finding the body. And then the body has been blown up. Yeah, there are people who don't, so it's here for them. But it's just kind of like, I don't know. Speaking as someone who is having to make content of this, it's like, can we not?
Like, yeah, that's it. I'd imagine it would be. This is where I could feel like people could get a different or like different values out of Danganronpa, because like for me, I don't play a ton of games, so the times that it tries to be a game tend to be less enjoyable than, like, I'm more content with things just happening at me, and like occasionally it's cool. Like there's also a way. There's like a way in which the story also like the way that the murder mysteries tend to play out. Sometimes it feels like less of a let me look at all the clues and figure this out for myself, and it's more the game will withhold information from you and just kind of tell the story at you.
That's sort of
which I don't have a problem with.
Because Nishio Isin's mysteries are all like unsolvable up until the end when you get given information that you couldn't have known otherwise.
Yeah. Like, I definitely think I like the aesthetic of it. Like, I appreciate what Danganronpa is doing, but, you know, for someone who is more into, like, the gameplay mechanics, they might not appreciate that as much.
Yeah. I think they work on improving the gameplay throughout, and I think that's mixed to degrees, but I think it's, like... I think that, at least, like, the comic book thing is never as bad as it is here, for example.
Yeah, definitely. You phrased it well when you were like, we've been ahead of this for a while, so it feels like, you know, it's stopping that progress in this case.
Yeah. Also, you can just speed through dialogue, you know.
I like hearing the characters voice the lines.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, in the first game it happens way more, just because it's like... The first game is more simple. Yeah, Ibar, I am not interested in resurrecting that conversation, but I'm glad to hear that you have been thinking on it.
That letters game?
Yeah,
oh no,
the
I
spelling
know what
word
you mean.
thing. The spelling word thing. I think, like...
It's
I think the one in V3 is, like, fine.
Give me the good art. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, that's... It's fine. It's not like the Celeste or the Dazaki Aoi one, but, you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, the letter game is already kind of arbitrary in what word they decide to pick, and then it's like, okay, I figured out the word, give me the letters, and then you gotta just, like, sit there.
Yeah, it's not fun, but, thankfully, the second game has the best trial mechanic in the entire series, which is snowboarding.
Snowboarding.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
The Aoi one with Makoto cosplaying is that one Kaneki image. Now I have to figure out how to moderate chat. Because yeah, my chat specifically is getting spammed, which annoyingly.
Oh no.
So gonna hide that for a second. Just like I don't know. Yeah, it's a very shitty attempt at a raid, but
Oh, the hairpins.
Yeah, so did you check the thumbnail?
Oh, and she sounds like this because that was Mukuro's voice.
They share a voice actor.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. But no, I didn't check the thumbnail.
So the thumbnail has me with the hair tie things.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was a really shitty raid that I just got. I don't know how to ban users though.
I definitely find that, like, raids on YouTube are very different from, like, raids on Twitch. Because, like, with Twitch, like, it's a mechanic built into the site. Like, you will be notified when it happens, and, like, you can tell who it was, and...
Yeah,
usually, like, it's a lot more wholesome, I think, too. Whereas, like, with YouTube, I saw, you know, I saw another Anituber do a live stream, and they got raided by somebody, and it was just spam. It was just spam.
Yeah.
Wait, do I actually get to make a choice here?
Yeah, you do.
I also missed, like, I was, like, half paying attention to what was being said. I assume I want to say no, but also if there's bonus dialogue... I don't know what to do here. Should I flip a coin? I honestly don't know. Oh, do I want to surrender and take half the world? I mean, if it makes for interesting content, I guess I'll say no. I'm not getting any advice here, so I don't know if this is important or not. Oh, that's a sprite.
Yeah, yeah. Junko has fantastic sprites.
You say follow what my heart says, but if I followed what my heart said, I might not have gotten the bad ending, so...
Anyway, I haven't actually said this out loud before, Junko Inoshima is the mastermind.
やっと解放されたよ。
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like refresh my chat for a sec.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a fantastic sprite.
来る日も来る日もモノクマを演じ続けるなんて。
And this voice, her fucking
絶望的
the
な
voice acting here is incredible.
苦行を通り越して。
Yeah.
And when you watch this episode in the animation, you need to watch it dubbed because it's incredible in a different way.
Oh. Yeah, because I guess. Well, yeah, and it would be a different voice than the voice for the game. So it
Yeah.
would be its own kind of unique.
千葉は100頭分とも称される。この愛くるしい顔はどうかしたのかい？
Cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
見覚えがあるよ
This isn't the first time I've
初め
seen
て見る顔じゃ
you.
ないかも
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it would have been before arriving.
Yeah, so
この学園に来る前に。
for basically this is the rest of the gameplay, with minor exception.
Okay.
その顔見てみ。
Does the anime dub have the same cast as the game? The dub does not.
なかなか優秀な
There are,
記憶力
I think there might be a bit of overlap, but
あるみたいだね。
The only overlap is Naigi.
okay.
やっぱりそうだった。
But the JP cast is the same.
Yeah.
だとしたら。
Yeah, yeah. No, like there's other gameplay sprinkled throughout, but that is the exception, not the rule.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The freckles come back.
Yup.
時には自分に嘘をつくことも必要。そういう前向きさもあると思うんだよね。
そもそも別人だから見た目の印象が違うのは当然。
私は私、ムクロはムクロ。いくら持ったところで、彼女が超高校級のギャルになるのは不可能なんだ。
I don't know. I think people are generally happy with the ending of this game. People are more or less happy with the second game. I have my issues with it. And then the third game, or V3, is incredibly contentious.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
よくある設定なんだよ。
Yeah, most people like the first
言う
game.
のも恥ずかしいんだよさ。
It gets more contentious in time.
私とムクロは双子の関係にあるんだ。体力自慢の姉という設定が戦場ムクロ。可愛くて天才で、しかも妹という設定が私。
So that's how Mukuro was able to pass off. Junko fucking Inoshima.
Yeah, that's another really good sprite.
Yup. Yup. Yeah, so Mukuro's profile just doesn't say she has a twin sister. Nope. That might not be public knowledge that Junko has a sister. Because, Mukuro ran off to the Middle East to be a soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look. I am fine with this bit where it's just like, of course siblings can have different names as, like, different family names from their, like, siblings. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because I have siblings, they don't have the same last name as me.
Mm-hmm.
Step siblings. Step siblings is one of them. I'm not gonna go into my explanation because I don't want to get into that again after how people reacted last time. But, so are you saying? Are you seeing how Junko can be plural yet?
今回の計画において殺し合い学園生活を裏でコントロールする役目は必須でした。モノクマの操作やあなた方の見張り、いわゆる黒幕の役目ですね。ですが私の計算上、戦場ムクロではその責務を果たすのは不可能でした。なぜなら彼女は残念なお姉ちゃんだからです。一人で傭兵団に入ったりするような残念すぎるお姉ちゃんだからです。なので私がコントロール役に回り、
Yeah. Like, that's really, you don't know, like, the ways that someone can have a different name than their family. I just, like, I don't want to get into my explanation, also because I don't use my family name anymore. But, yeah, like, step-siblings is a good way to leave it off.
だけど、そこで問題となったのは、戦場ムクロの超高校級の軍人という肩書き。いわゆる 3Z ですね。
The three atrocities?
絶望的に汚い、絶望的に気持ち悪い。
Junko is not
社会
a
のニー
great
ズから大きく
sister.
外れていることはわざわざ計算しなくてもわかります。
She's
She's not a great sister.
私の超高校級のギャルには花もあり、捨てるにはもったいない。
I mean, yeah, I guess, you know, fashionista and soldier are very different things.
だから
Yeah.
入れ替わった。ですが、計算以上に私に似ていませんでしたね。それはもう絶望的
So,
なほど。
fun fact, you can give,
もしくは
quotes Junko in the early game, stuff that, like, doesn't make sense for a fashionista, like field rations for her free time events.
Oh.
And that's, like, one of those really small details that, like, you basically can't really get that meaning at first.
もちろんそれだけではありません。飽きてしまったという明確な理由もあります。私ってね、計画通りに物事を進めたことが今まで一度もないんだ。
These sprites are all very...
They're eclectic.
Yeah, there's definitely a big variety to them.
Mm-hmm.
だから予定変更してムクロちゃんには見せしめ役になってもらうことにしたの。つまり戦場ムクロの死はあなたが一方的に仕組んだ裏切り行為。そうだと思ったわ。戦場ムクロが殺された時、彼女は明らかに予想外だと思っていたはずだもの。
R.I.P. Mukuro.
Mm-hmm.
やっぱバレちゃった？そうだよね。ムクロちゃんにあんな迫真の演技ができるわけないもんね。でもさ、そのおかげでいい感じの見せしめっぷりになったと思わない？
Yeah, I feel like I would be interested in seeing an English VA do this performance just because of the sheer range it would require.
Yeah.
And especially because, like, I won't say that English VAs can't do moe, but there's definitely, like, I guess it's more of a, like, me being an English speaker, there's something of a disconnect sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the voice actress does a good job with it. But I think it's a very entertaining performance.
Mm-hmm.
私たちは超高校級の絶望なんだよ。だから生きることに希望なんて感じてないっていうか、むしろ生まれた瞬間に世界に絶望してるの。間違った。
Despair is just depression.
私が生まれた時に流した涙もそんな絶望の涙だった。
Junko is just someone who's always been depressed, which frankly, mood.
だからね、私たちにとっては死ぬとか殺すとか大した問題じゃないの。
I mean... I don't know if Mukuro would have agreed about the part about dying.
私たちはそういう人間なの。
Yeah.
だからこそ
Despair is depression
感謝できる
2.0.
んだよ。常に絶望してるからこそ命を惜しまぬ全力投球ってわけさ。なんとも思ってないってこと？自分のお姉さんを殺しておいて。そんなわけないじゃないですか。
New sprite again.
Yup, yup.
この姉妹
They start repeating after a point, but
悲しくないわけないじゃないですか。
The mushrooms. Even the like bear looks sad. The hairpin.
yeah. Mukuro wasn't very poggers about getting skewered.
Oh.
大好きなお姉ちゃんを自分の手で殺すなんて絶望的ですよね。
Does that so if despair is depression, does that make hope like yoga and kale?
超絶望的。まだもっとですね。超絶望的すぎて。
This is such good voice acting.
Yeah.
Like Junko just steals the show here.
好きな瞬間は絶望してたと思うんです。
Yeah, no, that's a great line. Like, that's fair. There is just like fantastic voice acting going on here.
絶望しながら死んだんだと思います。だから羨ましいんです。
Mm.
超羨ましいんです。
ただものではないと思っていたが、やはり変態だったが。
I mean, of course, you'd be the one to say that, Togami.
自分自身の絶望すら取り込む究極の絶望。
I don't know if that's the word for it. Also, for the corpse fucker to be saying this is not.
In fairness, fetish has kind of like changed as a word in recent years. It didn't
see.
always have the like purely sexual meaning.
I see.
殺すことしか脳がない殺人鬼さん。一緒にしてほしくない。
Depression kink.
私って絶望的に容姿端麗で、絶望的に頭脳が優秀で、絶望的に身体能力抜群な、絶望的に完璧超人設定なんですよ。
The hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
いや、その程度では完璧とは程遠いな。
そうよ、白夜様の方が完璧よ。そこに大きな血統もプラスされるんだから。でもそれって以前は
Had?
大きな血統ですよね。
Hmm.
なんだと？どういう意味
Yeah,
だ？
so the other definition for fetish is just like a small like religious item. And then eventually it just became kink.
まだ解けてない謎もあるっていうのにね。それって私たちの記憶のこと。謎はすべて解けた。犯人は僕だ。だからどうしたっていうの？立ち誇るのは。
Well, yeah, both of those are definitions for fetish. They are both used. Both, neither are wrong. They are both definitions of fetish.
僕たちが全て解き明かしてみせる。お前に勝ってみせる。
So I guess that also kind of plays into maybe parts where Monokuma would just randomly be like, "Oh, I'm gonna change my character a bit."
Uh-huh. Yeah, for the record, I definitely don't think Junko was intended to be written as plural. I think what the writers were trying to do was like, let's make a character who is just super mentally fucked up. Like, let's just take all of these like tropes of like people being fucked up, people being insane, and let's just do all of them at once. And then surprisingly, neurodivergent people looked at this and thought, you know what? I'm into this. I think this is good. I can relate to this because there are aspects here that like are similar to my experiences. I also know people who refer as like bipolar.
Okay.
But also it's like ADHD, autism, depression. There's a lot you can get.
ご無礼のありましたダン。重ねて謹んでお詫び申し上げておくよ。では。
So I know that like at this point it's a very much a dead meme, but is this pose a JoJo reference?
That was my immediate first thought.
テーマ？
そうなんだ。それを皆さんへの問題にしようと思うんだよ。さて、最初の前園さんの殺人の時、私が提示した動機にはどんなテーマがあったかな？
See, yeah, I feel like I would also think if the writers were kind of like, if they recognized that what they were doing here could be read as plural, that, you know, Toko and Sho are right there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you'd think they would have some sort of, like, comment on it or something.
Yeah, no, it's definitely supposed to be, like, one person. Also, JoJo Part 1 is outdated, but I do really like it. Part 1 is cool.
人間関係それが最初の殺人の時僕らに提示された動機だったはずだ
ピンポンピンポンご名答だよあの時私が配った DVD には
JoJo Part 1 is better than Parts 3, 5, or 7. I would agree that it's better than Part 3. I think it's, I go back and forth on Part 5, but I think Part 5 is better than Part 1, probably. And I mean, Part 7 is one of my favorite parts, so, I'm not exactly going to say that Part 1 is better than Part 7. So, no, there's very little of JoJo that I think is better than Part 7. Now I want to reread Part 6.
殺し合いに発展させようって動機だったんだそれにしても残酷なことをするよね
あんたがやったくせに
非難は甘んじて受け入れるつもりだよ
じゃあ次のクイズです2番目の大和田君の時なんだけど
Oops.
Onri, I would have thought that Part 7 would be one of your favorites because it has gay boys. And I would expect you to be into the main too.
事件で動機となったのは恥ずかしい思い出や知られたくない過去なのでしたそれをバラされたくなかったからこそ大和田くんの事件が起きちゃったんだよね
だからどうしたいつまで続けるつもりだ
いいからじゃあ次のクイズね3番目の殺人の時に動機となったのはさて
Oh yeah, it was greed because of the money.
つまり欲望ってことか
デストロイまた当てやがった
Now there's just like JoJo part discourse happening in my chat. I'm just gonna say, Part 6 and 7 are my favorite. Part 3 is my least favorite. And leave it at that.
それがどうしたんだよさっきから同じような質問ばっかりして
焦んなって次が最後だからよ
God, I love that like you just were like kept going for like, oh, the mastermind is Junko, the mastermind is Junko, the mastermind is Junko. Because like boy, when we finally got here. Okay, I will defend Part 5. I have been seeing Part 5 get hate, since even before I read it. I first read it, like, around when it was finally getting retranslated. And it's just kind of like, yeah, it's a good part. It's not my favorite, but it's a good part.
事件が起きちゃったんですよね。けどこれで4問全問正解です。痛快ですね。
それがどうした？今の質問にどんな意味がある？
Ibar, you should just skip to part 4.
人間関係とか過去の思い出とか欲望とか裏切りとかやっぱ動機の定番でしょ。王道のど真ん中、まさにど定番って感じだよね。
だけどもちろん世界に存在する動機はこの4つだけではないわ。人間が人間を殺す動機は世界中のありとあらゆるところに
As many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth, huh?
Yep. Part 2 is also good.
そして世界に絶望をもたらす。私様はそれを
I do like part 2, I just think that part 4 is like the best entry point. I also hope part 8 ends soon, but that's because I've been reading it since 2017. Since like early 2017. And I have been convinced it's going to end in the next year, the entire time.
それは希望よ。希望があるからこそ絶望が育つの。表と裏。だけど紙一重。それが希望と絶望なのよ。
いつまでくだらない演説をしている。俺たちの記憶の話はどうしたんだ。話をそらそうとしているのか。
話をそらすとは聞き捨てなりませんね。私はあなた方の記憶について説明しているのですよ。つまりその絶望の種はあなた方の記憶とも密接に関係しているのです。
どう関係してるっていうのよ。
Yeah, part 8 has been close to its ending since the start. Like, part 8 just kind of went the fuck off and has never slowed down or even stopped to explain itself. But I think it's in the last fight now. I think
How
we're in the
could
last
taking away someone's memories give them hope? I don't like where this is going.
Everything is fine.
そもそも希望なんて与えられてねえぞ。
Does this tie into the fact that they're in outer space, that theory I had earlier?
そうかしら。あなた方はこれから出たいと思っていたでしょ。
If they were in outer space, then Yasuhiro talking about aliens getting abducted would be very prescient. Yeah, if you love shit that doesn't explain itself, read JoJolion while it's releasing. I have a feeling that JoJolion is going to start explaining itself, and it has already explained a lot of itself, but it's like, for most of the time, it's just like, here is something new, moving on. Here is something new, moving on. Here is something new, moving on. Over and over again.
そういう意味。
Because they would know where they are if they had their memories.
But remember, they're still on TV.
That's true. I mean, maybe not space. They could be at like the bottom of the ocean or something.
That would be a neat twist. I would appreciate that kind of twist. Then I could drop in and say hi.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
This can only end well.
Everything is fine. There's no need to worry.
外で何か起きてる。
気になるよね。やっぱり見たいよね。もう見たいんだよね。お前らの絶望に沈んだ顔がさ。では、
They're in America.
です。
Oh no, the horror.
これが外の世界だよ。この学園の外の世界だよ。お前らが出たい出たいと騒いでいた外の世界の前方だよ。
It's happening.
You finally get to see what's outside.
Oh. 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 I mean, that might not be so bad.
Junko's just the Joker. Yeah. Yeah. She definitely would say we live in a society.
やばい。世界がやばい。そういうわけなんです。
I mean,
どういうわけだべ。
that doesn't seem as bad as my theory.
What, that they were in space?
Yeah, as in, like, if they tried to leave, they would literally just, like, die.
Yeah, but...
Whereas if they leave with this, as it seems so far, theoretically they would die, as opposed to, definitely.
なんか
It's not much of an improvement, but,
今の映像が意味する。
just wait, there is a plot point about this.
それを知っているはずです。
oh, I'm sure that there is.
それはあなたたちの奪われた記憶の中にあるはずで
Within the
す。
memories that were taken.
思い出せないなら思い出してください。せいぜい自分の脳みそを信じろ。死ぬも生きるも透明の脳みそ次第だ。
And now everyone dies because they have one brain cell.
なんて言い訳なしだぜ。
Oh no.
だってよ。
Is she wrong though?
学級裁判なんだからな。
Junko, like, has a point here.
Wait! No! Only one of their memories was wiped. Holy shit.
Your reaction, like, your reactions and, like, how I react to those are really good.
Oh, that was weird. It wouldn't let me switch the bullet earlier.
You can hear my chair as I laugh. Yeah. Like, I had been sitting in, like, a bit of an awkward position, and I had to, like, right myself.
あんな意味不明の映像だけじゃ何もわかんねえ。さっきの映像はなんだ。お前の悪さ。
そもそも思い出せって言うけど何を思い出せばいいの？
誰も何も思い出せないんじゃ。
I wouldn't say that I no-scoped that, but I'm glad I picked up on it immediately.
Yeah, that was impressive.
彼女なら覚えてるかも。
I feel like I picked up on that faster than the Mondo twist.
Uh-huh.
もう一人のスカーさん。ジェノサイダーショーだよ。
Like,
二人は
you
共有
just
してるけど、記憶は共有してないんだって。
look, like, I don't know. It was really funny to see you just like, wait a second.
片方の人格が忘れていることでもう片方の人格が覚えている可能性がある。
And I feel like that would be in Genocider's character to not say anything.
Yeah. She just like knows everything is fucked and just it's like, yeah, so we're in a killing game. Whatevs. Also yeah, Junko's motivation is like explained rather well in the anime. I like it there. Junko's explanation of like everything, and also what we see of Mukuro there is boy is that a very mixed bag.
Are you talking about 3 or the anime adaptation of this?
3.
Oh, okay. Oh, so okay. I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense that there would be more.
Yeah, because you're seeing a different point of this. 3 kind of leads up to when the killing game happens. Or not really the killing.
Who are you? Oh, I'm the mastermind. Just by the way.
A mixed
nice
bag.
to meet you.
A mixed bag is a positive way to describe that. Yes, I am being generous when I call Mukuro's characterization in 3 a mixed bag. But I like Mukuro, so I really don't want to hate on that. I really don't want to hate on her, but they could have done better. Don't expect anything to be explained well in the adaptation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Although, like, kudos for at least like having a double-length episode for the last one, for this trial.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just think about Danganronpa if instead. I can actually talk about If now! Yay, I can talk about If now! If is so good. Danganronpa If is a spin-off novel, or like an AU novel that you unlock for beating the second game. That basically amounts to like, what if Makoto got his memories back in the first chapter before Sayaka's death?
Oh. Oh, before her death.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it is basically the Makoto Mukuro Bible. It pushes that ship so hard, and I love it so much. And it's also just fantastic for Mukuro's characterization. It's just like, it is, you need to read it. Like, if you, it is just fantastic. I love it so much.
Oh my god, she remembers the tragedy.
Yup.
I also, you know, maybe the rest of the game could prove me wrong on this, but I feel like Genocider and Junko, like, they seem like they have a good character dynamic.
Yeah.
They seem like, you know, just those two just kind of hanging around doing stuff.
They would get along
really
together.
Fun. I mean, like, just the part where, you know, Genocider's like, oh, you're the mastermind. Nice to meet you. And Junko's just like, nice to meet you too?
Uh-huh.
It's good. Just gonna rattle that off.
God bless Miyuki Sawashiro. Are we gonna play the spin-offs from Danganronpa? I think we're still undecided on if we're gonna play UDG. I know, we aren't sure if we're gonna play UDG. We are gonna play V3. I am gonna make Mathwiz watch 3.
Man-made. Okay.
Yeah, the tragedy is just like the world ended.
I see. There wasn't a single concrete description in there. Just so happens I don't know any of the specifics.
つに聞いてもわからんから。わざわざお前に聞いたんだ。
Because she wouldn't know that Toko doesn't know anything.
Yup. Yeah. The world just ended. You do learn more in various spin-offs. Byakuya has a spin-off novel that features one of Sayaka's idol mates during the tragedy.
Oh.
And that's honestly like the highlight of that novel because the other part is Byakuya running around naked with his sister in Northern Europe.
Hmm.
There is context. I do not want to go into it because I think it's funnier without it.
Yeah.
But just like the bit where we're like seeing the day-to-day stuff during the tragedy, the way that like life fell apart was interesting. And you get more descriptions of it throughout the franchise.
Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway, so the world ending isn't that big a deal. That sounds like boomer logic.
that sounds like boomer logic.
Also fair.
Yeah, also, Killer takes place after the first game, though. Because spoiler reasons, well, I guess it's not spoiler at this point. Because Killer takes place, after the first game, because it has Makoto as a character. Not as a big role, but he comes up.
Well, gee, I wonder what happened.
Don't guess wrong. There's a right answer here.
Wait, so the Togami Corporation fell and or family, whatever they said, and
Yeah.
that was the end of the world?
No, that just happened as part of the end of the world.
Oh, okay.
Like, major corporations won't survive the end of the world.
Togami's gone. Sad, but also not.
Yeah.
Pretty innovative. Yeah, I mean, so far, I like what I'm seeing of Junko here.
Junko is fantastic. And especially because like she is so tied to the end of the game that it's kind of like she is just like if you like her, you like the end of the game, and if you like the end of the game, you'll like her, and depending at like as you move on and think about it more, it's like it just gets better.
I see what she meant about how Togami used to have the family bloodline.
Yeah. Junko is my mortal enemy, but I love her. Now Byakuya is just a talentless hack.
Let's go. Is this the setup for a redemption arc, maybe? I feel like I said something again.
Debatable. Like, that was just me being, like, actually uncertain.
Togami's despair is so good. Yes.
I know, it's fair to not like this rush of exposition, but, I don't know, I think Junko is great, and I think that she is able to hold it up on her shoulders.
もし1年も前に世界が終わるような事件が起きていたのか。それまで僕らが暮らしていた世界は何だったんだよ。
This already came up, didn't it?
お前らが勘違いしてるだけじゃない。
Like, this point already came up, I thought.
Wait, about what they're saying in the game?
Yeah, yeah, just like the explanation for it.
1年前の事件
Yeah.
が起きたのはお前らの入学よりも前みたいな口ぶりでさ。
The tragedy happened when they got there?
当たり前じゃん。私たちがここに来たのはついこの間なんだよ。
Oh, does this?
ついこの間。お前らの中では2年前のことをついこの間って言うんだね。え？2年前？だって2年前じゃん。お前らが希望が峰学園に入学したのって。
Huh. Okay.
That's a good Makoto sprite.
might
We've seen
explain.
it before, but that's a good Makoto sprite.
Yeah. This would explain the photographs we've been seeing.
Yup. And the thing about memories, right?
Yeah.
That was
Not
already
remembering seeing everybody. And also, like, when Hifumi died, he mentioned having seen everybody before, I thought.
Yeah, that's right. Also, it's like reminiscent of Komaeda.
真実原因と結果全ては因果関係だからね。それを否定するとなるともはや神の領域だよ。さてここまでヒントを与えればもうお分かりになるでしょ。私があなた方のどんな記憶を奪ったのか。
And I like how she has all these props, too.
答えるがいいわ。あなたたちの全身全霊を持って答えるがいい。
Like,
Answer
I've seen
us.
that bow in particular.
Answer us.
I've seen that bow getting used, like, in multiple different ways in the different sprites, and it's cool.
答えろったって。
何が何だか。
But see, yeah, that's also the thing where, like, a lot of her dialogue has been using, like, we, and, I was assuming that she was referring to her and Mukuro, but now it's like...
It's because that the last like quote unquote personality of Junko that we saw was like royalty. So it was the royalty in theory, but when you're reading her as plural, it's like that's very easy to pick up on. So it's just kind of
Yeah,
like,
I getcha.
definitely not intentional, but it's something I pick up on.
So then what had been happening at Hope's Peak?
It was a school.
した以降の2年間の記憶を全て失ってることになる。
So I guess that means they were all held back at least 2 years, in theory. Or in practice, I don't know. Which means Yasuhiro would have been held back 5 years.
正解よ。やるわね人間。
ああ、またこのパターン。
2年間の記憶を丸ごと。
そう。あなたたちはこの希望が峰学園ですでに2年間の学生生活を送っていたのよ。そしてそれを忘れたのよ。
俺が学生生活を送ってた。そんでそれをまるっきり忘れた。そんなんありえねえって。
All right.
So are they all 2 years older than they thought they were? Yeah, yeah. They're all, they would be like 17 now. Physically 17, but like, yeah. 2 years passed and they were 2 years older than they thought they were.
The locker notebook or the pocketbook? I don't know what the difference is.
Notebook.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, one of the things about this that, like, actually, like, gets to me as, like, a plot hole, you would notice that you had 2 years worth of, like, growth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suggest not thinking about the issues with that. Like,
oh, that notebook. Okay.
yeah.
どうして俺の名前が書いてあるんだ。
これ宿舎1階のロッカールームで見つけたんだけどさ、中も確認してもらえる？
俺はそんなノートなんて知らんけど。
どうした？
Yeah, losing 2 years only makes sense for adults. Yeah, because, like, there is a big difference in 17-year-old bodies and 15-year-old bodies. They would notice that they had grown. That just doesn't come up.
Well, I mean, would they notice they had grown if their memories were wiped?
Yes, that's why they would notice, because it's like, I'm here at Hope's Peak. It's my first day. Time to come into, like, time to see the school. I step inside. Suddenly, I am like 6 inches taller. And
yeah,
like,
I see what you mean.
You would notice that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, the solution here is to not think about it.
この手帳の説明もつかない。あ？誰の手帳？私の手帳にここに書き込まれていたのは間違いなく私の字だけど、私は何も覚えていない。
あ
科学力と同じように。
その理由が空白の2年間。
うぷっぷ、そんな証拠まで出てきたらそろそろ認めるしかないんじゃない？つうか絶望的に暗くね？謎が解けた割におつや的な雰囲気じゃね？それっておつやなんか出ることねえんだけどな。
2年間の学生生活、そこにはいろんな青春があったはずだよ。楽しい授業や胸躍る学校行事、そこで互いに親交を深め合ったりしたはずだよ。
Also, is there... I know you said at some point we'd probably take a break during this trial. Is there gonna be like a...
We're getting close to the end. I don't think we're gonna need one.
人類史上最大最悪の絶望的事件だ。
Yeah, because now that I think about it, I feel like if we were gonna take a break, it would have probably been a good idea to do it when we got to, like, the comic.
Yeah.
Because you had said that was the halfway point.
Yeah, there's, there's between, like, 4 and 9 gameplay bits left. That's, like, maybe
Okay.
a half hour at most.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we need to take a break. I think we'll be done. Like,
Yeah, 3 hours isn't too bad.
yeah. That's, like, our usual, time.
Explaining stuff is boring. That doesn't sound very Danganronpa.
She gets bored very easily.
I see.
結局ありふれたものしか手に入れようとしない。絶望的に退屈な世界だ。
Yeah, it's very Jinko.
私はね、ある意味皆さんに羨望すら感じているんだ。こんなに刺激的な絶望に身を委ねられるなんてさ。だから
ことはおめえらで勝手に考えろ。俺は説明に飽きちまった。
You can't say that after you've expositioned everything.
つまりあなた方の
Yeah, we just spent an hour on exposition and like
そういうことです。
now she's just like I'm bored.
Mm-hmm. Just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time, and that was... Yeah.
その時以外にも考えられない。
Yeah, stay hydrated. Gonna use this as an opportunity to take a drink of water.
最初に玄関ホールにやってきて、そこから廊下に足を踏み入れた直後、そこで妙な感覚に襲われて気を失った時。
すっごーい、まだ答える元気があったんだね。難しいことはわかんないんだけど、みんなが気を失ったように感じたのって記憶喪失によって引き起こされた時間感覚の狂い的な、まあそれっぽいことなんじゃない？
It just hit me again that, that this person was doing a different performance for Mukuro as well. And I
Yeah,
was just like,
yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah, no, she's a very talented voice actress. Fuck, who did that VA where
玄関ホールで倒れた直後だとばかり思ってたけど。
I'm gonna go like check on Wikipedia or actually any DB.
2年後だよ。
それを直後だと感じていたのは、その間の記憶が丸ごと抜け落ちていたせいだ。2年という月日の記憶がな、つまりおめえらはな。
Megumi Toyoguchi voiced Mukuro and Junko's.
それにもかかわらず、あなた方は自己紹介
What
を
else
して
has
い
she
たようです
voiced?
けど。
A lot?
あの
She was in Uma Musume.
すでに2年間
She was in Masu no Tabi Tabi. Mushoku Tensei. And that's just stuff from like the last 2 seasons. She's very prolific.
ぷぷぷ、そういうこと。つまりお前らが2年間を共にした仲間同士で殺し合ってたんだ。
Crossange. She was a precure at one point in
見た外の世界なんかに出る時に
in Sweet Precure.
Ooh.
And
That
apparently
is a
Hapcha?
good reason to get sweet.
Yeah.
ぷぷ
And also apparently Happiness Charge. I should check which of those she's
今更
actually
外
from.
に出ても仕方ないのにね。
Huh.
Okay, no, she's the main character in
そ
Sweet.
うなるように仕向けたんだ。
Okay.
Yeah, it was just like a cameo appearance in the other one.
あなたたちのことを愛しています。この学園生活が始まってから、
Also in
私はあなたたちの
SAO.
ことばかりを考えていました。好きになって当然じゃないですか。
だから大好きなみんなのために教えてあげるね。 私たち超高校級の絶望が練り上げた人類絶望化計画について
Maria Holic. Also,
話は2年前に遡っちゃいます。2年前みんなが入学した時だね。
oh hey, she played Dawn in the Japanese version of Diamond and Pearl of the Diamond and Pearl anime.
Oh
That's
wow.
普通で最低な学園生活でした。
She was in
それ
Naruto.
を満喫してあんた
I don't know Naruto characters, so that means nothing to me.
ですが、それも長くは続きませんでした。平和だったのは最初の1年だけ。なぜなら、
Oh, okay. So there was a year where they were actual students, and then things happened. I almost said, and then the pandemic happened.
God. Yeah, I don't know Naruto, but apparently she played Hotaru.
I don't recognize that name.
Okay. Dot hack.
It's accurate. I mean...
in Gintama, your favorite series.
Oh boy.
Urara? I don't know who that is.
I don't recognize that name either.
Uh-huh. Tsubasa Chronicle. Bleach. Jiruka Gamine?
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I recognize that character.
Oh, she was in Kyosei no Shouso. That's cool.
I know how they feel losing my final year in school of the pandemic. Despair is contagious? A natural phenomenon? I mean, it's probably not wrong. If you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself. That's a hell of a line. Why would I want to punch Junko? She's great.
Yeah, Junko is great. I mean, the characters in universe might want to, considering she set them up to kill each other, but... I mean, yeah, she's definitely the villain, but that doesn't mean that she's not good. Nah, she's misunderstood. I don't know, I can make a case for, like, Junko as at least, like, maybe not a good person, but, like, you can get her motivations. She's depressed. She's neurodivergent. Really, because of that, I don't think I can blame her for murder.
Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter? I said it twice. Someone was responsible for that? And that would have been the headmaster, which is why they agreed to stay there. It's all coming together. Did you kill the headmaster, Junko?
So do you remember how the game started?
You walk in, black out, show up in a room.
Before
meet
that.
the student.
Before that.
Hope's Peak Academy. It's a highly regarded thing.
You will recognize it in a second. Or not in a second, but like in a bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's such good art. That's very good. That is like.
Is that Junko and Mukuro?
Yeah. Because you can tell by the freckles.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah, that's
the
really
Spare
good.
Sisters art. How unlucky is it that that they managed to send out specific invitations to both members of the Ultimate Despair? Like, if only Mukuro had gotten in, that would have made the whole plan fall apart. If only Junko had fallen in, I mean, she probably could have improvised. But like, anyway, yeah, they are both super famous. Yeah. But it's still just kind of like, I don't know. It feels like it comes down to one. Doesn't 3 imply that they forged their own invitations? I don't remember any of that. If that's a thing that 3 does, I don't remember it.
But why?
Why what?
Why set it up to be a killing game?
Because that's despairing? Especially with it being broadcast across the world.
Why broadcast it to the world?
Because then because then you're showing that despair to everyone. It's because like, it wasn't, the inside of the school wasn't going to be televised. That was a thing that Junko added for the killing game. This way, you're showing everyone around the world the despair that you're trying to spread.
So much more than a simple high school deathmatch. Hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world. I'll be curious to see what Danganronpa 2 is about.
It's a sequel.
Like, I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm not actually looking for answers, because I'll find out when I play the game. But like, is it in the same universe because Danganronpa
Yes.
3 exists?
It is a sequel. It's a bit of
Another
an oblique
Hangman's
sequel.
Gambit.
It's a bit of an oblique sequel, but it still gets there. Wow, what word could this be?
It took me a second, but I got it.
Congrats, you're almost done with gameplay. There is debatably between 1 and 6 bits of gameplay left.
Debatably?
Debatably. You'll see, you'll see. Oh yeah, it's fair to get stuck on the like on the word bits if English isn't your first language. And yeah, hijack is like a weird word for it.
Mm-hmm.
テレビの力ってすごいっすね。ちなみにお前らを助けようとする連中が放送中に何度か押し寄せてきました。
Oh, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
助けたの？助けが？
子供に設置した重火器によってきれいに排除しておきました。
Oh. 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 Expel is a
It's a
very
euphemism.
choice word to use here. Yeah.
あなた方のおかげです。希望を捨てられないあまりに実力行使に及ぶこの上なく未練がましい連中に
I mean, how is that not what you're doing right now, Junko?
最後の絶望である死を与えることができました。
One could argue that being dead is an escape from despair.
外の人たちに絶望を与えるために。
でもさ、そのおかげで生きるチャンスをもらえたんだし、ギブアンドテイクってやつじゃない？
A second chance at life? I mean... Give and take
That's
certainly
such good voice
is
acting.
a-
That was such good voice acting. Megumi Ogata did. That was a very Shinji-esque voice acting, but like,
この全校生徒を選ばれていた時
Megumi Ogata is
生き残
good.
ってもらうメンバーに
Yeah, the moments when like I hear Shinji and Nagi's voice, it's like, ooh.
Yeah, where it's just kind of like the angry bitterness that he's feeling in this moment. Like, it's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
黒幕がクラスメートだった方が謎が解けた時
But yeah, like, give and take was also a very specific way of phrasing that, because, like, yeah, giving them a second chance of life at the cost of the lives that were taken along the way in the killing game.
これが真実よ。あなたたちが欲していた真実なのよ。どう？絶望したでしょ？謎が解けて絶望したでしょ？
You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth.
あなた
Did you seriously count on the possibility that would solve the mystery?
だとしたらどうする？この絶望的状況を作り出すことこそ最後の学級裁判を受けた私様の真意だったなら、あえてあなたたち自身に謎を解かせ絶望的な真相を見せつけることが真意だったなら、だとしたらどうするの？
Yeah, I don't know if this is better or worse than Kyoko dying.
Mm-hmm.
ほらね、真実が希望に満ちているとは限らないんだよ。絶望に満ちた真実だって存在すんだ。ちょうど今みてえにな。それにね、例の動機が
All the motives were totally meaningless.
Yeah, the word despair in Zetsubo is just gonna be burned in your mind forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Celeste wouldn't have been able to do anything with the money. The secrets about the past. I mean, like,
Some of them matter, but like they matter on a personal scale.
yeah.
But does that stuff really matter at the end of the
そんな
world?
無意味なもののために今まで殺し合いをしてたの？
So maybe I'm like getting information lost within the mountain of information being thrown at me here. But was it just their memories of being at the academy that was erased? So
Yeah.
they would still have memories of the past. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not that those motivations were not there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like they stepped into the school and everything in between that and the start of the killing game was erased. Yeah. Now you'll never watch anything that says despair without thinking about Danganronpa.
Oh yeah, I was expecting that.
Because the thing is, despair isn't a common word. Like, hope is very common as a word, but despair isn't.
なるほど。それが人間の命乞いね。さすがの私様も。
So outside of like Danganronpa, you don't really see it come up much.
でもね、僕に命乞いは通じないんだよ。
I friended with these dweebs.
僕はただ純粋に絶望を求めているだけなの。
Yeah.
The ultimate plot twist is that Togami was also a dweeb all along.
I'm not saying that Zetsubo and despair never come up, but like it does happen in media sometimes. It's just rare. Words are rare sometimes.
それが超高校級の絶望なんだよ。
待てよ。さっきから好き放題言ってるけど、そもそもお前の言葉が本当だなんて言い切れないよ。
I mean, I guess.
はあ？
外の世界が滅びてるとか、僕は自分の目で見たわけじゃ
Oh,
ない。
you want to see for yourself, huh?
そんなの認めない。真実だなんて。
This can only end well.
自分の目で確認するまでは真実と嘘は互いに重なり合った状態。つまりシュレーディンガーの猫のような
Schrodinger's cat.
そういう状態だという
If I don't see the apocalypse, it's not real.
だから
Yup.
何だというのです？
It's a visual novel, so that has to come up. Fuck. How do I do mod stuff? Now I need to be doing mod stuff in your channel.
I got it.
Okay.
外に出て自分の目で確かめるまでは認めないとかいうつもり？やめときなって。
The world's greatest argument. You're lying and I don't have to believe you. So if I get it right, she broadcasted this Hunger Games like thing, because of that there was anarchy. There are a few things wrong with that. One, no, that's not anarchy because anarchism is a specific ideology. Anarchism is a specific ideology, so what's happening here is not anarchism. Also, like, there was the global panic and unrest was already happening, before. Yeah, before the Killing Game started. Yeah. Also, yeah, anarchism is a political ideology. Anarchism does not mean being the Joker. Anarchism means, like, more, like, means non-hierarchical power structures. Anarchism means, like, fair balances of power. Anarchism,
yeah.
I am an anarchist. I believe strongly in this. I can go off. I'm not going to. Let's move on.
Yeah, it's different from purely chaos, which is what seems to be like the common association.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't need to go further.
Oh, hell yeah, Sharknon. Nice.
僕たちの記憶を奪って東京でチャリでそうやってみんなを追い詰めて全部お前のせいじゃないか
Yeah, like I'm not against necessarily talking politics on stream, but that particular that it seemed more incidental to what's actually happening here rather than like the focus.
Yeah.
You have a talent for passing the buck. That must be your hope.
これ以上おしゃべりしている時間はないんだ。
We don't have much time left.
そろそろ終わらせないといけないからさ。
終わらせる。
もちろん投票だよ。だってそういうルールでしょ。
The vote?
Mm-hmm.
ちなみにね、今回は
Just change the
投
rules?
票なので、投票のルール自体も変更することにしたんだ。
Because we would be executing you for killing Mukuro if you didn't change the rules?
Mm-hmm.
希望であるお前ら。そのどちらがお仕置きされるべきかを投票で選んでもらいます。
Oh, so it's down to Junko or Naegi.
そこで一票でも希望のお仕置きを望む投票があれば、僕の勝ちとみなして
Oh, punish everyone. Oh, so it's like a majority or a plurality thing, not the other
Yeah.
kind of plurality?
一票でもって。
Even if it's just one person.
もちろん僕は投票には参加しない。
Yeah, this is,
Can you trust everyone to believe
俺
in
にした
hope?
っておめえに有利すぎだろ。
is this Prisoner's Dilemma?
Is it?
大丈夫だよ。
I mean, it's definitely like you don't know what the other people are going to vote, you would just have to
I
trust
need to
them.
look up Prisoner's Dilemma.
I might not be using that correctly.
ついでに言っておく。
I'm gonna look up Prisoner's
僕
Dilemma.
が勝った場合のお前らのお仕置きだけど。
When I win to punish you, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. I am going to be very depressed. I guess you could say despair. I would despair if the bad ending was actually just the ending.
Mm-hmm.
Only the difference, I guess, would be that Kyoko's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
Okay,
she votes Hope and no one else.
So that this is not Prisoner's Dilemma.
つまり
Okay.
このままここで暮らせってこと。
Well, I mean, if you live here, you could theoretically find a you know, you'd have time. You don't have to decide this now.
止められるってことじゃん。
それが気に入らないなら、私をお仕置
If
き
you're
し
not
て
happy with that, punish me.
外に出ていけばいい
Make
ん
your way
で
to
す。
the outside world. I mean,
滅びた世界。絶望だけ
I
が
wouldn't
存在する外の世界
think
かな。
that there really would be an alternative where, like, keep Junko alive and she doesn't try to sabotage everybody at every turn. But at the same time,
Okay, I want to like address something. Yasuhiro doesn't have an afro.
ちょっと待って。
Yasuhiro doesn't have an afro.
ちょっと
It's like dreadlocks, if anything.
it's a very unique hairstyle. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. It's. I guess like if it wasn't all like sticking out, it would be dreadlocks.
Yeah, that seems like the closest thing.
よし決めた。おめえらの中の一人だけは
An instant, super impressive punishment.
それって。
誰か一人だけを
You'll
処刑す
execute
る
one of us?
ということか。
そいつが誰か。
こっちで勝手に決めてやったぞ。苗木。
おめえだ。
Okay, yeah, so it is either Junko or Naegi.
Yep.
私、苗木君って嫌い。
Because player character.
Uh-huh.
公的なんだもん。
つまり皆さんに与えられた選択肢は2つ。誰か一人でも希望のお仕置きを望む人がいれば、
If a single person votes for Hope to be punished,
苗木君
then
だけは
only...
特
Ah,
別なお仕置きを受け、
that's...
他のみんなはこの学園で仲良く暮らせる。だが
So basically, are you willing to throw Naegi under the bus?
Yeah.
Which is kind of the inverse of Chapter 5, where it's like, do you throw Kyoko under the bus or not?
Yeah, Prisoner's Dilemma is if you cooperate, then you both suffer a mid punishment. If one betrays the other, gets a less punishment, and the other gets a worse punishment. if both betray you, you get worse punishments.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is prisoners.
Yeah, now it's they spelled it out more clearly as it's just this one person will be punished and no one else.
Uh-huh. Is this trolley problem?
That's probably a more accurate moral exercise? I don't know what they're called.
そういうわけじゃ。
ですが恐怖を覚えるのも当然です。他の方々は私と争うことの無意味さに気づいてしまったようですからね。
No, Hina, Yasuhiro. I mean that would be expected from Genocider. She's chaos. You never know what's gonna happen with her.
Uh-huh.
And Togami, I mean, sure, yeah, he would betray anybody.
If it meant he got his money back.
That is, if he hasn't actually had any character development. Can I have hope that he has had character development? Can I have hope that he would not throw his boyfriend under the bus? Is this where Naigami comes in to save the day? Oh, and Kyoko.
生き延びてもらうことだけが学園長の願いだったんだよ。だからこそこの学園の中に閉じ込めてまでお前らを保護しようとしたんだ。
Okay, so Mathwiz is just a Naigami shipper now. Yeah.
No comment.
一人の絶望が命取りなんて苗木にとっては最悪に絶望的な状況だな。
Yeah, so it seems like it's gonna, at least like from her perspective, Kyoko's perspective, it's does she have more faith in her father or Naegi? Which, I mean, I think it should be pretty obviously Naegi.
Yeah,
because hello.
Sharkon, this is all your fault. You're the one who dragged us down to this hell.
I'm
like, that was a very Shinji-like line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shout out to Hiro being right in chapter 4 that there'd be no more murders after Sakura's death. He was just straightforwardly right about that. His predictions aren't always right. They're right 30% of the time.
Yeah. Time for the final vote. The ultimate confrontation. Convince them not to give up. To live in despair. That's not living at all.
Yeah, so here is the reason why I was saying it like it is between 1 and 3 1 and 3 or 1 and 6 more gameplay bits.
Okay. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up. Oh, I have 24 minutes for this.
Yeah, this is a long one. If you need me to drag you into ship hell anytime, just call me. Drop in chapter 4 of the second game and give us a hell ship to focus on. I wonder if you can figure out what you're supposed to be doing here.
It looks like I have to fire something at each individual ellipses.
But can you figure out what?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, so the air purifier came back up. About, you know, the air outside is polluted. There's no hope left in the world. When you sleep, it's on a bed of despair. Oh, shit! I take damage for not answering.
Yup. If
Oh,
Jinko
fuck.
died right now, would there be consequences or everyone's saved? You will
She
see.
did just say... Oh yeah, I guess we will see, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she did mention in this little text bubble here that if she dies, the air purifier will stop working.
Yup.
You can claim there's no hope left in the world, but if despair is contagious, and so is hope. My own hope to plant seeds of hope inside everyone else. I wonder if I get a heart back for getting it right.
希望がある限り負けないんだ
Hope. Oh, I wonder, do I have to fire hope at each individual?
希望が峰学園は終わりだし
Uh-huh. That is right.
Huh. I figured that out quicker than I thought.
Yeah. I mean, like, the game isn't trying to, like, trick you on this. It's trying to be a moment of, like, combining story and gameplay.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so is hope.
And
oh
so-
yeah, I see. I'll use my own hope, which is why it's...
希望がある限り負けないんだ
Did I miss?
Oh, wow. Rip.
希望が峰学ちなみにそこが平気
Yeah, this is the one moment where the copying mechanic, like, really works.
この学園でのそして
It was one of those things where, like, I was trying to predict where it would zoom out to, and I guess I just was wrong.
Uh-huh.
It would be poetic if I went down to the last heart and made it, but I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here to be a poet.
希望がある限り負けないんだ
I just realized I haven't been wearing my glasses all stream.
処刑されたりしたら希望が峰学園は終わりだから
Oh, this also means that I definitely have to hit it.
希望を失っちゃダメだ
俺の占いだとやっぱここから出てない
Yeah. 30% of the time, all the time. Let's go.
Yeah.
でも生きることって前に進むことだよな辛くても怖くても前に
If you
進
think
むこと
despair
だ
is
よな
awesome and the only way to live is through despair, then ironically you find hope in
まだ行
despair.
きたいべ次の扉を開きたいべ
Oh my
Um,
god.
There is a whole game in this series which focuses on that.
Oh boy.
That is kind of what UDG is. That's kind of what UDG
こ
is.
こから出たいべもう占いなんてどうでもいい俺は俺の直感を信じることにし
The
たん
whole
だ
fortune telling thing doesn't matter anymore.
僕たちは負けない
We won't give up
希望がある限り
as long as there's hope.
もし私が処刑されたりしたら希望が峰学園は終わりだから
俺は俺の直感を信じることにした
Yeah.
ちなみに外の世界は汚染されてるよ
People in chat
This
are,
is hype.
people in chat are losing it at how I pronounce UDG. This came up in our like
Okay,
after stream
finally.
conversations before, where it's like I don't know why I pronounce it this way. I don't pronounce anything else this way, but I pronounce UDG like UDG.
こんな時さくらちゃんなら
They finally caught on. What would Sakura do at a time like
Yeah.
this?
Okay, I do think the lie mechanic is better than the copy mechanic.
向かうことでしか聞かない
I just think that this moment in like the way that
茨の道を進もう
how each of these have each of the like visual novels has a mechanic like this at the end. I think V3 does it the worst
絶対に言うと思う
because V3 is bad.
私は決めたよ
Yes, she was Saito.
Yeah. So can you see why I was like hesitant to count
希望
this?
が峰学園は終わりだから
Yeah.
Yeah, like I
俺の直感を信じることに
yeah,
した
I mean, I think if you would like any Danganronpa game, you would like V3, and that is not a compliment.
ここが平気なのは 物理室の空気清浄機のおかげ。何言われたって、私はもう決めた。
Yes! 頑張れ
空気清浄機も強制停止。つまり、私が処刑された時点で、この学園での共同生活は終わりよ。
Yeah, Chokonon, just wait until, like... Just wait until we get to V3. And I want to be able to, like, discuss my issues with V3 because it's not as much as, like, not as simple as just like, oh yeah, V3 just sucks. It's just a terrible game. Like, no, it's not as black and white as that. But the problems with it, like, run deep, and they're deep enough that, like, they ruin it for me. I don't have a lot to say about it when we get to it.
Genocider!
Yeah.
I mean, do I have to fire at Togami? We can leave him. Nah.
ちなみに、外の世界を汚染されてるよ。ここが平気なのは、物理室の空気清浄機のおかげ。何言われたって、私はもう決めたよ。
Let's go, let's go!
私が死んだら空気清浄機の強制停止。つまり、私が処刑された時点で、
Yeah, my problem with V3's bad is that, like, the entire game, minus some elements, is, like, tied to one thing, and I hate that one thing.
Naigami. Is it? I feel like, is it only because of now the Naigami meme that I've come around on Togami?
Probably yes.
God damn it.
You did this to yourself.
This is true. Oh shit. OP! They're playing the opening!
Yeah,
No, I almost...
yeah. Did you miss
I got
it?
too hyped up about the hope. Yeah, I missed it.
Anyway, great.
I got so distracted by the opening.
Yeah. I'm glad that this VOD is gonna get demonetized again.
Oh. Oh, did it get demonetized?
Whenever it plays
opening?
the song, it gets demonetized.
Oh, not even. Well, I mean, if we keep talking over it, maybe this time it won't.
No, that's like YouTube copyright bots, you know, they go for whatever. Yeah,
Let's see.
like,
I can't believe that I got so psyched that I missed the hope.
yeah, you're going in with this one heart. This is gonna be incredible.
I didn't mean to predict it, but, oh boy. Am I gonna fuck this up?
God, if you lose at this point, that would...
Damn. It's okay, I would've lost a heart anyway.
Yeah.
Better to get it over with quicker. Okay.
Losing by time is hard on this one. You just have so much. You have 25 minutes for it.
Oh no, there's more beyond this. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
No. It's
Oh
just
no,
like,
and I have one heart.
you have... This is it for this section.
Oh, okay.
But it's like you have so much time that you really can't run out of time here.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's at 16 minutes.
Does that mean that I figured it out quickly?
What do you mean? No, it's just like you are given an absurd amount of time with this.
Oh, okay. I also like how you do seem to have to do it chronologically, because you know, Kyoko's wasn't even an option to shoot at until now. Let's go, Kyoko, let's go!
Yeah, you don't have enough health to survive the time, to like outlast the timer.
Yeah.
父の思いなんて私にはわからない。でも私の父親なら、少なくとも血のつながった父親なら、大義君を見捨ててここに残れない。
Have faith in Naegi.
Yup, have hope.
Have hope.
Yup.
Kibo.
Yep, Kibo.
何もわからないわけじゃないってことなのかしら。
I did like that line. Just because we don't know anything else doesn't mean we can't understand.
それにね、あなたは幸運や不運なんかでこの学園に来たんじゃないと思う。
It's not because of good luck or bad
あ
luck.
なたがこの学園に来たのは
Oh,
もっと別の理由があったの。
different reason entirely. Is he the ultimate hope?
超高校級の絶望を打ち破ろうとするあなたは最後まで諦めずに絶望に立ち
To
向かおう
confront
とする
despair without ever giving up.
高校級の希望
Yes, let's go!
Just so you know, I was like low-key freaking out when you guessed that Kyoko's talent was Ultimate Hope. Just because it was like, you're so close! You're so close.
So close, and it all comes together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I have a new truth bullet, which I guess means I'll have to fire it.
お前らの顔つきもお前らの言葉もお前らのやりとりも寒い寒いそんな赤いなんてないんだってうざいうざいうざいうざい
It's just good.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's where... I don't remember what the mechanic is called, but it's happening. One final rhythm game. The
Yup.
moment of truth.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. This will be fun, because I don't know how to cancel out this mechanic.
Yeah.
I guess if I did escape, I'd be able to check. Oh my god, I have one heart.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. If I made it that far and died here, come on. Ah! Ah! No!
God, watching the like Discord like laggy version of this is like,
I did it!
You
Yeah!
beat Danganronpa. You did the gameplay.
Mathwiz, you literally made a 50-minute video on Talk No Jutsu, a 15-minute part 2 and a 30-minute part 3. Oh. I don't know how that tied into what I was doing.
That was a
I
while
refuse
ago.
to despair.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
God,
that makes sense. I was...
This one heart clutch was great. This is just some fantastic content. Yeah,
Let's go,
you did take
let's
some
go.
damage there, and it didn't kill you. But even
Yeah.
like on the Kyoko one, having only the one heart was like lit.
Phase 16.
Yep, that was a long trial.
Oh, and the voting, the call to vote has been taken away from the mastermind.
Yup.
Everybody working together. Everybody gets a piece.
終わらせましょう。学級祭私たちの手で
Does this mean Junko gets an execution?
Yeah.
I don't know how you would do that and have it be hopeful.
It's her despair.
何これ。そうね。
You've lost, Junko.
負け。そんなのって。
Also, just taking a second to appreciate that sprite.
Yeah. Yeah. Good sprite.
Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair.
そんなのって。最高じゃない。
Oh. No, she's not. She's not vulnerable to despair.
これが絶望なのね。 私は超絶望だわ。私は
First and last colossal despair. So like even in this victory, you don't get the satisfaction of, you know, of thwarting the mastermind.
Yeah, despair is, or death is despair.
Think I care whether I won or lost? Doesn't change a thing. Outside is despair, inside is despair. Despair awaits you no matter where. You're wrong. Another Q-in of the OP.
Yeah.
When is New World Order gonna kick in? We no longer fear despair because we've decided to enter the outside world with hope. You said that despair is as contagious as any disease, but the same is true of hope. That's also true. Oh. Too much hope, not enough despair. One last thing. Just be warned, from this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. Maybe you'll find some hope, but there is a very fine line dividing hope from despair. Of course. That was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. It's almost punishment time. Well, I mean, she sticks to her word.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not. I don't want Junko to die.
Mm-hmm.
The act of living brings me no hope. Oh my god.
She's depressed. Do you get it? She's depressed.
Yeah, but then, like, still, here, just seeing it spelled out point blank, it's still a lot.
I know, I like it. Like, I like this.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, like, it's good for her character. But it's also, like, because I like her character, I don't want her to die.
Yeah.
素敵だわ。これが死の絶望なのね。この絶望の10分の1でも100分の1でも世界中のみんなにもっと味わってほしかった。世界中をこの素晴らしい絶望に染め上げたかった。じゃあ、
Junko, no!
最後にふさわしいスペシャルなお仕置きでは張り切っていきましょう。
Oh boy. Oh my god, and she walks off.
Yup.
She's not dragged to it. She walks to her
She
death.
is fine with this.
Yeah. Oh my god. And it's the song from the beginning of the game. Oh my god, it's everything. It's every execution.
The ultimate punishment.
Oh my god.
So do you remember that?
Yeah, I was wondering how if that was gonna tie in somehow.
That's how Kyoko's dad died.
Oh shit. What a fucking power move here.
Yeah.
To go out, a smile on her face, with the Monokuma doll.
Just
Honestly,
queen shit.
that's kind of... Yeah, queen shit. That kicks ass.
Yeah.
Emergency override. But yeah, I guess that does make sense, the opening cutscene of the game.
Like, it seems
That's-
like nothing at the time, but then, like, later you realize what happened there.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial, Junko and Oshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope Speak Academy. It was all over. Owari.
Yeah.
Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. But no ultimate hope.
Makoto is the ultimate hope.
True. Monokuma hair tie.
Yeah, your body can definitely survive being crushed like that. Well, we can get into that later.
Hmm.
No, it's like, it's just like a minor thing of note, like, later down the road about, the exact manner of her execution.
Hmm. I guess that's it, huh? Then.
There's an epilogue.
Oh, there is an epilogue, okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna
yeah.
say, it felt like there had to be more. But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Which I guess explains how school mode exists.
School
Air
mode is
purifier.
non-canon.
Oh, okay.
It's
The
just
air
like,
purifier
at the
turned
beginning of the killing game, stuff happens, and now there isn't a killing game.
I see.
Which is, like, very, like, slapdash and kind of thrown together.
Goodbye, Despair High School. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. Stood in front of the door, nobody made a sound. So these are the survivors. These 6.
Yep.
This was our epilogue before the final ending. Stuck there in limbo.
Ne.
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point we need to leave.
Yeah, 7. There's, Toko and Seo.
Oh, true. Yeah, you're right.
But, 6 bodies.
And in the end,
あのさ、
is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
だがもし全員一致で私様のお仕置きを望めば
I'll leave this place.
確実に出て行ってもらいます。
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
つまり
Makes sense that it would be our way out of here. Maybe it's actually a switch that's going to make the school self-destruct.
そうね。
You may be right. Maybe.
なんだ
There's nothing to worry about.
私の前遊びで。
Hmm. Well,
Hey,
Goodbye,
Coco.
genocider.
I like how we took different, like, the same, like, thing, but
Yeah.
different approaches there.
Yeah, that was amusing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Toko missed the whole back half of the trial.
Yeah. She has no idea what just happened.
No doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
でも
It's what happens after we get out.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me still thinks maybe when we get out there we'll see that everything she said about the world is a lie. A world as peaceful as we remember.
I really love this part. You know, they can't know what's outside. They can't know if Junko was, telling the truth.
Yeah.
So they need to...
I also really
need to
like
hope.
this track.
Yeah, it's good. But yeah, it's like, they need to hope. And like, that's good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. Also, Toko is that way because she's heterosexual. She gets better in UDG because that's when she stops being heterosexual. That's when she gets a girlfriend.
そうなんでしょ
Still others out there who hadn't cast away hope yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. Of course.
Yeah.
Very in character. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. My first stop is going to be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there. Thank you, Aoi. Thank you, Aoi. Thank you, Chiwa Saito. Thank you, Danganronpa.
Yeah.
What are you going to do if there are no more donut shops? Or donuts? I'll just get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll grow some wheat. If it's...
I love this. This is very good. This is very good writing.
Railroad, you just gotta build one. Fate is telling me to remake the world. That's my hope. The next chapter of Yasuhiro's life story. Personal space? You're seriously creeping me out?
ナイキ君
Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair. As long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving.
Yeah, Aoi's speech there is, like, incredible. It's very good writing. I really like it. I really like it.
If we can get out there and do something, have some sort of impact, then what can we do? There's so few of us. We can probably do anything. Yeah, this is very good for, like, you know, even like in the context of, like, you know, the characters there. Like, the fact to still leave this place is still like, obviously from, like, the perspective of a player playing the game, then, like, yeah, this is the end of the game. Of course it would have all these emotions tied into it, but, like, even from the perspective of the characters, like, there is something they're leaving behind here at this school.
Yeah, it's like, it would be massively traumatic, but it was also just, like, life-changing in, I mean, I don't know if I would say it's, like, positive or even mixed, but it's, like, it is, a lot of it is just, like, it would be a lot to move past, and the moving past this isn't as simple as just leaving.
Yeah. But it's also like, you know, when faced with the ultimate despair, they were still able to have hope. And so I guess that's kind of where the, well, I mean, for lack of a better word, the hopeful ending lies. Also, Toko talking about a burning desire to start writing. So I guess Toko wrote Danganronpa.
You were saying?
ついでにその他の連中のこともね。
And the others, I guess.
名残惜しくはないけど、なんだか不思議な気分ね。
これってなんて言っていいのかわからないけど、やっぱ卒業なのかな。
Graduation. Yeah, so definitely like the ties to Japanese school life there are also reinforced.
And that
long
theme
as I never give up.
continues to come up because, like, this is just, like, the series is about school, but you get other stuff.
Yeah.
For example, Tsubasa wo Kudasai is a song that's often used at graduations. And everyone who has seen Danganronpa 3 knows what I'm talking about.
Part of me is also like, would they open the door and just shut it all down? And it's like, oh, the world is actually shit. You're fucked.
To be fair, around 40% is the graduation rate of my class. So it adds up. That's maybe not good.
Yeah?
Yeah?
There it is.
Yep.
Danganronpa, everybody.
Yep. There's a stinger, by the way. Shout out to Megumi Ogata.
Yeah. Shout out to Chiwa Saito. Shout out to Miyuki Sawashiro.
No, but what I meant is Ogata is the one singing this song.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, I hear it now.
That last one in there is an interesting inclusion.
Oh.
Did you see it?
I think I caught it briefly.
Monami.
Yeah. And I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you'll find out on Sunday.
Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, this is good.
No, I don't think Monami is in school mode. Yeah, she's in the credits for the first game for some reason. I have no idea why. Like, what is up with this?
Hey, Mathwiz, what are your thoughts on Danganronpa? Danganronpa good?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that'll tie together really well.
Yeah, our talk after this is gonna be interesting. Yeah, Monami was in the credits. I don't know why, but yeah, she was in there.
Yeah, like, there are quite a few characters that I come out of this as like, yeah, no, they were really good. Like, beyond just, like, liking the characters, like, appreciating what they are, like, actually, you know, like, Asahina. Like, she's generally, like, my favorite character in the game, and, like, a character who will probably, like, stick with me for a bit.
Yeah.
And even just, like, the survivors, you know, it's a pretty solid cast by the end, because you've had 3 trials with them, and, You know, like, I came around on Yasuhiro.
Yeah.
You know,
I know.
Genocider's good, Toko's good.
And for what it's worth, I
Even
found myself liking this way more the second time. I think not having to actually play the gameplay helped, but I don't know, being able to like see everything in a more like broad picture did a lot for it. Because now I can kind of get what it's going for more easily. Having this whole picture changes a lot, and I don't know, I enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to when we go through this, when we go through the second game, because I have mixed thoughts on the second game, and I look forward to see if those grow more positive like this did.
I noticed in that last shot that Celeste didn't have her hair drills.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because they were in the bath.
Yeah. That's, by the way, the bad thing that we didn't do.
I see. And I got to see it at the end, so you know what, like,
no,
I didn't have to worry about missing content in that regard.
Trust me.
And if anything, like, I got the not bad part about it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah. Yes,
like, I was able to see it without having to see the context surrounding it.
Few people get to see it in the first game. Yeah.
Oh, is it not optional in the other? Oh, it's easier to get by accident. Okay.
We are even if we, like, get the opportunity to do the one in the second game, we are not doing it. I actually really hate that one.
Oh. Uh-oh. How?
面白くなってきたクマ。うぷぷぷ。
But Junko's dead.
うぷぷぷぷぷぷ。そう、ぬいぐるみじゃないんだよ。僕はモノクマなんだよ。お前らのこの学園の学園長なのだ。
Huh?
Thanks for coming, everyone. This is a great stream. Come back Sunday for when we start the second game.
Yeah, that's gonna be wild. I'm excited to see a new cast.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we made it through the first game.
The second game has my favorite cast. Like, up front, like, I love them. But we will get more into that on Sunday. So thanks for coming, everyone. Goodbye. I'm waving the joke. Goodbye.